There's not one good take that's come out of her mouth where it's like, that makes sense, JoJo. Thank you. Thank you for enlightening us. You've gone through so much. Like, thank you. And she does. She probably has such a good, like, something. But she's just, like, warped or brainwashed or I don't know what it is. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Just Trish podcast. It is the Just Trish podcast, and we are sponsored today, y'all. We are sponsored. Thank you. Yes, round of applause. Woo! Keep it going for SeatGeek. Woo! And Home Chef. Woo! More from our sponsors later in the episode with SeatGeek, Home Chef. You guys are the MVP. We love you so much. Go support. Links in the description. Okay, guys, it is the Just Trish podcast. And also, if you don't know, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/JustTrish, where we do extended podcast episodes every week for an hour. Bonus videos. We played Five Nights at Fortnite. We're playing Fortnite this week. And my sister joins us, and I get my first pew pew. And I'm very excited. It's wild. It's crazy. We're wearing headphones in it. So you're getting Gamer Girl Unlocked Trish to celebrate some Fortnite action. And yeah, just get mukbangs, get all that stuff, headshots, keychains, all that stuff went out this week. So if you guys want to join, go to patreon.com/JustTrish. But it's not just Trish. No, it's never just Trish. We have Just Trish and Just Oscar and Just Moses. Oscar, you look cute.
Oh, thank you.
People love when there's a reveal. Like last time with the Oompa Loompa, like no acknowledgement. They're like, just the reveal to Oscar and an Oompa Loompa out of it. They loved.
Today's a little normie. It's like Just Trish core is kind of what I'm going for, I think.
It's That's Just Trish meets Michael Jackson. I wish I could see the bottom of you. You need to get like a high seat because this is so Michael with the white socks and the black loafers.
It's also Just Ken.
It's also what?
Just Ken.
Oh, it's very Ryan Gosling as Ken coded. Yeah, the same color. Yeah, this fuzzy sweater is everything. It matches so well.
Yeah, it really goes with the vibe. I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, and the white underneath. You really did put it together.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. It goes with the background. Your background is the Oscars.
Yeah, oh.
You have Oscars behind you.
Oh my God.
We had an Oscar party 2 years ago and we gave out Oscars to people.
Oh, that's everything.
Well, we won 5 Oscars. That's right there.
Yeah, we did win.
What categories did you swept? You were the Oppenheimer of
Not the Oppenheimer. We did sweep, that's for sure. I don't think we did have categories. I just don't remember that night.
Well, best costume,
of course.
Best co-host.
Oh, you're giving the Oscars out now?
No, I'm telling him what we won.
Back 2 years ago, we won best co-host?
Yes, last night. Where were you? She was too drunk last
night. First of all, no. People are going run with that.
Okay.
People always are like, they'll see like old clips. I haven't drinked in like so long, like literally like, probably 10 years. And people are like, they were drunk in this clip. And I'm like, oh my, people will run with that. They'll be like, Moses said.
They're like, she's drunk, but like, if we won an Oscar, I'll take it.
I was drunk on Buca de Beppo, that's for sure. I was having a bunch of pasta last night, which was great. So last night we won those awards.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. What did we win? Best co-host?
Costume.
I won best costume?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I
think
Oscar.
Wig of the Year. And
I think Oscar gets Wig of the Year every time you play with it. Everyone always loves the motion.
I love a little synthetic wig. It's everything.
People love you in a wig.
Go.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You were definitely giving Zac Efron. You've been like going nonstop. You've been working like 24 hours straight.
Almost, yeah. Oh my God. It's been wild. So today's a little unhinged. Like it can kind of go either way with the vibe, but
I feel that way too. I had Taco Bell and In-N-Out right before this, so I feel.
Wait, you don't even like Taco Bell that much?
I know. That's why I was shook. I went to go get a quesadilla. I don't know. I was watching. You know what I never do? I never watch back myself. I was watching the Jake Weber clap, and he had gotten the quesadilla and the nachos and cheese, and it was so good. I remember. And I was like, let me go get it, and it was still pretty good. But then I needed a little bit of protein because the chicken just didn't taste like real chicken. So then I was like, let me get some In-N-Out, and then I actually got a vanilla milkshake, which is kind of controversial when you're pregnant. You're not really supposed to have like milkshakes because like listeria or something like that. But I was just like really craving one, and I was like, you know what? Let's just have a milkshake. So I'm definitely wild too today. I had 2 meals. It feels good though. I don't feel like, bleh, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like I needed it.
And you had to celebrate your Oscar wins. So
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that was happening. I thought that was a couple of years ago, but okay, we had it last night. We did watch the Oscars. I was in bed watching the Oscars. It was like 4 o'clock, like bright early in the afternoon. I was like, okay, time. Where were you watching?
Just at home.
Okay, but where? Set it for us. Are you like at the desk?
It's chaotic because I start off cute. Like I have my laptop and then I have like the TV, so kind of the 2 screens. And then once things start going, it's just like I hunker down, like hunched over, like in the dark, editing.
Actually, are you hunched? Typing?
Yeah, I try to straighten out, but it's hard. I kind of just like,
yeah. You have such good posture here. I wouldn't think you're a huncher.
I think I just get like really into it, I guess, when I'm editing. And it was just long, and then I mean, it sounds like I was working in the Amazon warehouse or something, but like in the grand scheme of things, like it's not that serious. But it was just long.
Wait, I don't get the reference. What do you mean at the Amazon warehouse?
Because they can't even like pee at the Amazon warehouse.
No,
yes,
allegedly,
they have to, I think,
or confirmed.
According to workers in some factories, they have to like pee in
know?
bottles.
Or
no, it was a whole scandal.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they like pee in bottles and stuff. So it wasn't giving that, but it was just a long day. It was like noon to 1 a.m. and then I started at 5 a.m. today. So I'm just
and
a
it's
little
1:30 right now. Yeah. And you had your coffee, you said, or just caffeine?
Yeah, pre-workout. So
pre-workout, yeah. I'm not trying to expose you. I don't know. I just know you said. I was like, wait. And then we talked about Saved by the Bell caffeine pills. So I was like, wait, did you get caffeine pill? But that's in my head from Saved by the Bell. Got it. Anyways.
So I mean, I have had those too. I've had a lot of uppers to get through, but we're here, we're rallying, and today is full of potential. Who knows? We can get in little controversy. We can
really. I'm scared. I know. Even last night when you were texting me, I'm like, okay, let's not get canceled in my real life. Okay. I love it though. We were talking about that last week too. How like I think on our Patreon video, actually our mukbang, where we started this podcast. I was like, I don't want to be any gossip. I don't want to be a gossip podcast. Full blown just gossip. Wendy Williams. No one wants to be my friend anymore. I was like, okay, I got it.
I've been thinking about that too because you did say that, but literally in the pitch, like when you were texting me, you said kind of like Wendy Williams. Like you literally just said you wanted to be Wendy Williams. So I'm like,
me not knowing she was so controversial. I was like, I just like her because in my mind when I watched Wendy, like. I never thought of her as being mean. Like, obviously now you look at clips and you're like, okay, she's kind of mean,
shady,
but
yeah,
but I just thought that's like her gig, you know?
Yeah, it felt like a key to me. It felt like close friends story, kind of like, you know, like, even though, again, it's similar because a lot of people watch and then things get kind of taken in a lot of different ways, but it felt very just like, oh, it's just the girls chit-chatting with Wendy. You know what I mean?
I feel like her audience really sold it too because her audience was so into it. And you're like the entire Wendy audience in one. Like you provide enough laugh and gasps and, you know, it's great. You're literally everybody in one. You're the crew, the Norman, all of it in one. And it's wonderful. I love it so much. And we have Moses on our crew. You're the Susan.
That name just doesn't sit right with me.
Susan's like a real estate agent now. She's like a travel agent. She is. Someone found her. I was like, you would think I guess she has to work still, but you would think she would have to after all those years.
Yeah, especially like daytime talk show every day, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know. At first I was thinking like she got paid $50,000 an episode, Wendy, and I was like, that's not a lot. But then I was like, I guess if you're working 5 days a week, that's kind of a lot of money.
Yeah, adds up. But...
I would take it. Mm-hmm. I still want to hold out for the $100 million deal. I think it's going to be from Amazon, not Spotify, because I think Spotify ran out of money. I think Amazon might be the one. Not that I have any connections there, but
after we just talked about the warehouse, I heard the work conditions in Amazon are amazing.
Well, I think there's different departments. I think there's the warehouse. I don't think we're going to be in the warehouse. I mean, I'll take the warehouse, but as long as it's $100 million.
But you just take a bunch of influencers to tour the warehouses, and you see they're fine. Everything's fine.
I would be that person for sure. Anybody who ever wants to fluff anything about them, I'm like, have me, because I do see the silver lining in everything. Even when I get scammed, that dress person took my mind. I'm still like, you know what? I'm going to see the silver lining in this. I don't know what it is, but I'll see the silver lining. We'll find it. Yeah.
I mean, it's very hygienic. You pee in a bottle. You don't have to share bathrooms with anyone else.
That's true. And it actually does save time. Although I guess people need their time.
It's the peeing in bottles was really triggering for
you, or just in general.
It just brings back content that you know.
What? No.
When Shane would have the the pee bottles like on the nightstand, the vlogs and stuff.
I was so oblivious to all this. Whenever I hear this stuff, I'm like repulsed, and I remember, and then I'm just like, what?
It is kind of wild. Actually, very wild.
I think very wild. I think you know what people say to live your life with no regrets. I feel like there's a few regrets, and I think maybe being friends with Shane Dawson might be a big regret of mine. I was desperate. You know what I mean? And at the time it felt normal and whatever. And you're just kind of.
There were good times.
There's good times with everybody. That's awful. I mean, I'm sure there's good times for everybody. But I mean, it's just like, I don't know. But I will. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I was going to say, I think the good times, I might have had better times with David. Now, the lows with David were worse. But I think the fun times were better with David. If I'm comparing the two evils. Or the lesser of the two evils? What's the saying?
Lesser of two evils, yeah. But I don't know which one is the lesser.
What does the lesser mean? Who's the better one?
Between the two?
Yeah. No, but who's...
The lesser is the better.
Yeah.
The lesser is the better. The lesser of two evils. Why do people say that, though?
Because if you're choosing between two bad things, it's like, oh, I'll go with the lesser of two evils.
Okay, who's the lesser of the two evils?
That's a really tough question.
We need to make a whole poll.
I kind of...
I know, it's hard.
Vote now in the comments.
The poll in the live chat. I don't know. Anyways, move past that. It is hard to say because like David is so like fun and charming, but like the stuff he did was like so. But I don't know. And then if you go deep, it's like how deep are you going and what it's just like. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers. A lot of layers to both characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The predicaments I found myself in my early... Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Because, people always like to throw around the term, like, you're iconic, Trish. And stuff. I'm like, yeah, I kind of am. But I think it's only because I've been through, like, literally all these wars, all these things that have happened in pop culture. I've kind of been in the epicenter, the eye of the hurricane, as Hamilton would say.
You find yourself in like the center of it all somehow. No matter if it's like YouTubers, royals, you're always.
I know. And the royals are really going hard, and I feel guilty about the whole. We'll talk about Kate Middleton, the whole thing, but it is crazy. It is wild. I don't know. I'm trying, and even when I am trying to keep in my own lane, right? This is like whatever. It's still like you're in the center of something
somehow.
I'll take it. Like I said, I guess there's some quote by some old Hollywood actress that's like, I'd rather be something than boring. I forgot. Which like absolutely chaotic or something than boring. And I was like, that's kind of me too.
That's kind of a good quote. I mean? Yeah.
I mean, that's not the quote. There is a quote, but I'd rather be.
I like your version of the quote.
Yeah. It's the vibes of that. It's like Mae West or some, probably she didn't even say it. People just
probably not Mae West.
Redo it. But we also have our security. Oh, I introduced you. But the security shirt today was a good choice. It was an interesting choice. We're going with the game.
This is my gaming persona. Okay. I'm always doing security in some form.
Okay, it's Five Nights at Freddy too. We did that on Patreon.
So yeah.
Do you know what your costume is from?
Oh, you know what? Funny. I really did just pick this out. I was going to wear a lavender wig, and I just picked this out. And then I typed in pink hair because I was like, maybe I should have pink hair for the podcast. And I saw Belle Delphine wearing this exact same outfit. Or is this from something else?
It's from a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Really? I just got it from Amazon. Shout out Amazon.
The peace sign.
Yeah.
He's so gamer core.
I was doing my headshots today for next month will be Gamer Girl Trish. And I was like, doing all those stuff. I was like, and that maybe like a Trish Modi sticker would be cute. Anyways, it's the whole thing. But what's it from?
It's from a game called Overwatch. Her character is named Diva.
Never heard of it. Love that though.
She's really cute.
Very queer coded.
Yeah. When I used to play Overwatch and I would be her all the time. So it's very
really
fitting. Yeah.
You have fierce people. You were someone with pink hair in our Fortnite, weren't you?
Like Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah. Was that Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
And not look like Lady Gaga. Really? Okay. They made her fiercey. They made her.
That's the PG, the ad-friendly version of the word that we want to say.
If you want to hear the word we want to say, we go on our Patreon. And I do say it a lot over there because everyone says that word and I want to say it so bad. And it's such a cute word now. And I'm like, I want to say it. No. The bleep no.
By the way, your quote, you probably would like it. It's for Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, we'll see. Sometimes I think her quotes are made up, but okay, let's see what she said.
It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring.
That's what it is.
I love that.
It is true. Yeah. I think that too. I was like,
that's the vibe of the show.
That's the vibe of the show. Yeah. And I think that's just the way you got to live your life. Because, there are just a lot of boring people. And it's just like, I don't know. A little chaos is good here and there. Sometimes life does get boring. When I was on my whole piece zen, it was great. It was wonderful. But,
you kind of run out of things to do.
Yeah. And things to talk about, especially for my job. I had no job for a while because I was like, oh man, I'm adding nothing to this conversation. But we like to spark a little chaos.
A little noise,
but cute. Keep it cute, whatever. Yeah. So, all right, should we talk about that? You have so much stuff over there. You have an envelope, first of all.
Oh my God, yeah. That's how you know I'm out of it. I forgot.
Okay.
This is a gift that someone sent. Her name is Emily. She's an artist, and she DM'd me wanting to send over these jackets.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna wow. I love costumes. I didn't see it. I just saw faces and I was like, what is that? And you're like, it's a surprise.
I'll hand you yours.
Ooh, cute. We got matching ones. Oh, this looks like a pink ladies. Oh my gosh. First of all, yes. Yes, JT. Okay, just Trish. That's
cute,
so
right?
Cute.
She hand painted these.
What size? Did she ask for sizes?
I think she just went for it. She did ask, but then I didn't get to the DM in time, and she's like, I just kind of guessed.
I sent the biggest size you have, but I think this will work. It says 16. That's good.
And look at the back.
Wow. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, wow. This sums up. This sums up Just Trish right here.
You look like siblings.
Oh my! I know we kind of do, right? Wait, does he have light eyes like that? Because that's everything. We kind of do look like each other. I do look like everybody, though. I kind of do. Yeah. What is yours?
Mine is me with Olivia Rodrigo, which I live.
Oh, you guys look like each other too. Maybe she does that on purpose to make it. You look like Harry Potter. But she looks good. Oh my God, you guys look fierce. You guys look like each other.
In front of your face, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's so pretty. Did you ask for Olivia or did she?
No, she just did it.
Okay, I like the show with Olivia, not Taylor. Because Taylor is a little oversaturated at the moment. I like the Olivia.
I think she knew that I'd be going on the tour somehow.
Are you going to wear it?
I want to, yeah. But I'm also scared because it's literally hand painted and so
You can't wash it?
You can hand wash it. Like,
what does that mean? Like, how do you do the pits?
That's a good question. She sent care instructions. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. I love that I'm just going to be wearing a jacket of me in the weekend.
I know. I thought it was Moses at first.
Yeah. No, I thought it was you and me. I was like, oh, that's really cute. And then I was like, oh, okay. Me just going to the lake with the weekend jacket. I would be like, okay. I am obsessed.
To his show. You should go to his show with this jacket.
Well, I don't think he's touring anytime soon, but if he is, I'll go.
He definitely will tour again, and we'll be after the birth of Elvis.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Oh, I live. Thank you, Emily. Her name's Emily.
Emily Ingham Art.
Emily Ingham Art. This is so cool. I love custom things. I love people who are just like so talented at this stuff.
She DM'd me. I was like, "Are you sure? Like, this is crazy."
Wow.
She's making one for Pink right now, like the singer. Isn't that wild?
God, what a slay. I asked for, I was looking for Jack Black's Flames outfit that he wore in the Hit Me Baby Woman. And I finally found the original designer. And she only has a VIP list. And she sent me a message first. And she goes, sorry, I can't make anything till next year. I was like, oh, no. And then she wrote back. She goes, oh, I see your VIP. I can put you on my VIP list. But I can't make anything till May. And I was like, how do I get extra VIP? Like, can I pay extra? But yeah, these custom artists out there, no joke. I guess she makes a lot of clothes for Jack Black. She goes, I'm really busy right now making stuff for Jack Black. I was like, okay.
And he's on like the promo tour right now.
Yeah,
So.
and it made me want to buy it. I never wanted anything with flames on it before, and now I'm ordering this Dragon Flame set. And I asked if I could have it in pink so I could wear it on the Just Trish. But I probably won't have it till May, where I'm going to literally be popping out a baby. So I told her the biggest size. I always say that when people ask for stuff, I'm always like, biggest size possible. Even when the weekend people ask me. Actually, the weekend Fortnite stuff just shipped. The one I actually ordered like literally in October just shipped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's coming.
Our next game, our next Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, does he have a game on it or just the skin?
just the skins.
But the skin is gone.
Yeah, we can use mine. We'll just swap.
Okay, deal. You were crushing it. You were actually crushing it on Fortnite. My sister's like, he got all the pew-pews. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say it without whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. We got Victory Royale, right?
We did.
We love it. Should I put it here? I guess I'll put it here. Well, next one we'll display it. Our set designer was very busy doing this design. That is so cool. Oh my God, that's so exciting. All right, if you guys want to send us any custom stuff, just send it to Oscar. Yeah. But be talented. I don't want like some weird looking, you know what I mean? Like that's talent. But you could sometimes your face looks weird or something. I
love those. Remember when The Weeknd made his icon, like someone drew really bad fan art of him, but like really tried.
No.
And it looked terrible. And then he made it his, it went viral and he made it his Instagram icon for a long time.
What an icon. Okay, I do love that. Okay, send us your crappy art too. Well, we'll go through and see. That'd be fun. Because you know what? Crappy art is art at the end of the day, right? Isn't that even, like you said, kind of almost more iconic in a sense?
Yeah, and fan art is so full of love. And I think we can just review it on our Patreon.
Tell them what the real rating is. Okay. We'll do a little Just Trish art show. Woo woo, you guys. Today's sponsor is SeatGeek. Shout out SeatGeek. They are back and they are better than ever. I know Oscar's excited to see Olivia Rodrigo on tour. So if you're looking to get those tickets, I heard Eras is coming back. It's going to be a whole party. I, for one, am excited to see Beetlejuice down in Orange County because that hasn't been here in so long. I'm getting it through SeatGeek. I've used SeatGeek before, even before sponsoring. I've tweeted about it for sure. I love SeatGeek because they have great customer service. I just love everything about it. You get the tickets up close because I can't see from far away. So if you're like, hey, where all those tickets go to SeatGeek. They have them. They have them nice up close and they're wonderful. So shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek. Woo, woo. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. Wow. We only like #1 around here. There are more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more musical theaters. Okay. It's just amazing. Artists like Drake, Bad Bunny, okay, Nicki Minaj, and Zach Bryan are on tour. So you don't want to miss any of that, okay? Get it from SeatGeek. They put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you are getting a great deal. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. It's really, really great. I've actually gone to the event. Moses, you remember, we went to this musical nearby, and the tickets weren't coming through. They were trying to get the original person, whatever. The tickets weren't coming through. They found even better tickets. They didn't charge me the difference. They were actually really, really great customer service. Love, love, love SeatGeek. Shout out SeatGeek. We love you guys. And you know I came through for you guys. Use my code Trish, that's capital TRISH, for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code Trish. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Thank you, SeatGeek. We love you. Keep coming back because we go to all the shows and we report on it. And SeatGeek is amazing. We love you, SeatGeek. That's so fun. Oh my God. What a great Monday. It's a great start to the week, or Tuesday if you guys are seeing this. Love it. And then we got our little, is this Diva on the shirt?
Yeah. Oh, that's her costume. That's Diva's costume.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I saw Belle Delphine. Well, I saw her wearing it after I bought it. And then I went with it.
And it's a good time to get into the gamer space too, because a lot of them are getting canceled right now. Ooh. So yeah.
Time for Trisha to step in. Someone's getting canceled. I pop in and everyone's like, wait, isn't she canceled too? We forget every decade. We do a little cycle, a little dance, you know what I mean?
Goes, yeah.
Yeah. Are they getting canceled? Who's getting canceled?
The Minecraft boys. And I would talk about it like as a hot topic, but it's so like out of my world that even I kind of we need Pokimane to come and explain it to me or something. You know what I mean?
Remind me to message her. Yeah, I'm going to tweet her. I would love Pokimane.
I would love her too.
Okay,
She's everything.
Okay, we're going to Pokimane if you're out there. We love you.
Hassan.
I'm trying.
I
would love Hassan on here too, honestly. I love, like, because I see some of his stuff pop up now that we've talked about him so much. And I'm like, okay, he's got some quirks, you know, he's got some, you know, attitude.
I just DM him now. I just like.
Do you?
Yeah. He'll never see it. No. But I'm like, maybe one day.
How many times do you DM?
I think it's been like 3 times so far.
I admire people like that like will send DMs without people ever seeing them. And then one day you will. Like, I always think that too, because I'm the same way, by the way. I do that to Britney Spears, I do it to everyone. But then like sometimes you hear, like I was doing a Dice Spice, I messaged her like 3 times in a row without a response. And then one day I heard from her manager again, and I was like, oh, maybe it worked. You know what I mean? So I like that.
You never know. Yeah.
What do you say to him?
Please come on Just Trish. We love you.
I saw your comment on Lila Gimney's too. I know you're like,
really
give us
working
Just
lately.
Treat. Yeah, as you were like watching the Oscars and working, I was like, how are you focused on this right now? You're like, give us Just Trish tea.
Yeah, I'm just reaching out for statements. I'm reaching out to book people.
I love it. Are you? Well, besides Hassan.
The other boy, like Ted.
Oh my God.
I've reached out to one of my friends who's like, I guess we're really good friends with Ted, David Alvarez.
Who's Ted David Alvarez?
Okay, Ted is one of my straight crushes, and David Alvarez is, I guess, Ted's friend. He's like a YouTuber. He does a lot of like the Jubilee style videos.
The real ones or the knockoff ones?
The bro versions. It's like he does them
like the Joy
with
Yourself
like Tara.
versions.
He did one with Tara, Jake, JC, Kian. Like he's with that whole group.
Taryummy's coming on this weekend. Well, we're interviewing her this weekend. God, she's
everywhere. She's one of my hot topics today too.
Oh, really? There's more hot topics?
Yeah.
She's always with the boys. But she's also a girl's girl. Like, she's kind of everything, and I kind of love that. Like, she had that one photo, and it was just her and, like, 10 influencer boys. I was like, okay, girl, crushing it. My dream, if I was, like, 23, I was like, gosh, I guess I kind of only hung out with influencer boys. I guess, like, Shane and Drew and Dave. I guess I was trying to be... Not that I was trying to be, but I think I always liked hanging out with guys better because I wanted, like, male validation. Not saying that's her, but I'm trying to think now, too. No. I don't know. Anyways. All I know is like it's sometimes fun to hang out with boys, but she's like a girl's girl too. She hangs out with Tana and Brooke, and we saw the canceled and all that. And I love her, and she loves me, so that's the most important thing. Anytime someone fangirls over me, I was like, okay, we like, because she came with Jake and Johnny, and we didn't have anything set up. She came, they asked like last minute, and I was like, well, of course, obviously, bring whoever. I would say bring whoever, and then I just didn't even realize she had a thing on her. But she's getting her own segment. She's amazing. Not segment, interview, podcast, all of it. We have good people next week too. We have a lot of guests coming next week. Oh no, 2 weeks we have a guest coming to our hot topics. Did I tell you about that? I think I did.
Yes. Yeah.
I gotta figure out that car service and hotel. Anyway, she's booked and busy too. I got a lot to do. Also, these.
But my last shout out to Ted. So
okay.
Just to close the loop. I gotta stay focused. Eye on the prize. Ted, if you would like to come on down, my friend David said he would ask Ted. I think he might have been joking, but I'm being serious.
Who's your friend, Dave? I thought you had no friends.
Well, Oomphy, like not friend. Like
Okay.
yeah. My Oomphy David.
Oomphy.
Yeah.
What's
said that
Oomphy
he
again?
would
I
ask.
forgot.
One of my
Mutuals?
followers. Yeah.
Oh, one of my followers.
My
Okay.
moots, yeah.
I knew, yeah.
So he said he would ask. And I think he was joking, but now this is me peer pressuring him.
Okay, like an
really
actual
ask.
announcement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Ted just posted a video last week and it has 3 million views within like 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
he's kinda
we'll have
popping.
him on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love you, Ted.
Yes,
And
we love
the song.
that. Anyone who's popping, I'm like, please come on the podcast. I guess Tara everywhere. Tara, sorry. Like I watched a clip where she's like, it's Tara, not Tara. And I was like, I know it's Tara. And anyone that's popping, I'm always appreciative when they come on. Jake and Johnny hit 1 million views. We love you. Brooke and Tana waiting for you guys to come back from the. I literally texted Tana. I was like, when are you guys coming back? Let's do a
when
little.
is our break?
Yeah, there's a little break coming up around Coachella time. I'm like, I can come down to Coachella. We can do a little interview. I need to know what's going on with the tour. I always get so many tweets about the tour as if I'm on tour with them. Like I get T-shirts. I heart Trisha Paytas. There's all these like cool things.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
the
oh my God.
Trisha Rising.
Yeah, she offered to send me one too. She's like, I can make one in pink, and my tavern makes a little appearance in there. So you guys check it out. It's a good time. We also have trophies. This was from my husband. My husband always buys me these little trophies, if you don't know. And this is finally your time to shine. Like, what era was this? There was a time he'd bring home little trophies for me, and I was
We
like...
were still in Laurel Canyon.
And he'd always just bring over, like, trophies. And I was like...
And, I mean, the other one was during quarantine, and I think he just hit 4 million on TikTok.
He got me this. What queen of TikTok?
This was made. This was like...
Well, you know it was made, babe.
You know, I chose the shoe, chose the pattern, everything.
This has been in my office, too, ever since. This has been... Woke Queen of TikTok. I think Ryland Adams gave me that title originally in his podcast.
That's how he introduced you.
Yeah, he called me the Woke Queen of TikTok. Am I woke? Would you consider me woke?
I think you have a good balance, you know. You don't want to be too woke and you don't want to be too...
I try to be woke, honestly. I want people to know that I'm on the woke side. I never want to be like on the not woke side. You know what I mean? Like when Emma Stone won her Oscar last night, I was like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like and I think she did too. I think she's like, oh no. Like Lily Gladstone, this is for you. You know, like I think you kind of have to. And not just obviously she deserves to win and be there, as I meant to say that, but it is one of those things where you just don't ever want to be on the wrong side. You know what I mean? Of the movement of the world and human society.
Yeah. And I feel like woke sometimes has a negative connotation.
Oh, really?
I think because as a word, it was made by people to like make fun of like wokeness. But I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to be awake than dead.
Yeah. Period.
You know, period.
Yeah, that's it.
Use that quote. Like Marilyn Monroe, when I'm dead, that'll be someone to say that. Better be awake than dead.
There'll be like lectures in colleges and seminars and stuff, and they'll quote that when they teach liberalism or whatever it is.
I see it happening. I was listening to Kindle the Wind by Ellen John today, and it's about Marilyn Monroe, and he was obviously like a little kid when she died. And I'm like, someone that's a little kid when I pass away is probably gonna write like these anthems about me, and Malibu's gonna be like, "That's my mom." That's how I said. One day I'll see it. Yeah. Anyway, should we talk about the Oscars, or should we? What are we talking about? Oh, the trophies. Yeah, Oscars.
That's a good segue to Oscars. I think.
Oscar. How was it for you?
It was
Overwhelming?
Okay.
Underwhelming?
It was okay. How was it for you?
I mean, thought it was great.
Oh, you did?
Well, I watched the first half, and then I got bored, and then I fast forward to go see the I'm Just Ken, because everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, highlight of the night was I'm Just Ken.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Okay. That was like... blew my mind. Even Emma Stone in her little after win thing was like, oh, she busted her dress because she was so into it, she said. And I was like, everyone just, it was so good. Like how that didn't win. Like obviously Billie Eilish, amazing, like so talented, obviously probably like a better song, but just like popularity alone. I feel like it should win based on popularity. Like we don't talk about Bruno and stuff, which lost to Billie Eilish. But I was shocked it didn't win. It was so good.
Billie's song is more of like an Oscar song, so it does make sense. It does make sense, and it kind of just encapsulates what the movie is about. And actually, I feel like very intelligent about that, because when she uploaded the video to YouTube, I was like one of the first comments, and I said, "This is gonna win an Oscar."
Wow!
And that's like in the comment section, timestamped and everything. So
no, wait, when did you make that comment? Last July?
Whenever she posted the YouTube video.
Wow, you knew,
so
you called it.
Yeah,
it's good. It was good, but. I don't know. The performance just gave me chills.
I know. I feel like if he had like a performance like that before the voting, it might have swayed people because it was so good. It's
what the Oscars needed. A little fun. Jimmy Kimmel was good. I thought like people kind of dogged on him, but I mean compared to all the other comedians we've had from like every award show, I felt like he was good. He wasn't like insulting, like, you know, too much. Like he could have insulted so many people, and I felt like he was pretty, like his jokes were good, you know?
Yeah, it was okay.
Intelligent.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was just okay. Cause
Oh, really?
the first, like the opening, he like made a joke about Barbie.
Oh.
Just about like, it was that scene, you know, when she's at the bus stop and she sees the old lady. She's like, "Oh, you're beautiful."
Right.
Yeah, but he said, "Oh, thank you. I'm so hungry." Like, kind of like you're starving to like be pretty, you know? I was like, okay, that's kind of like a.
Oh,
I feel like we've gone so past like being skinny to be pretty jokes. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, I see. Got
But,
it.
yeah.
Didn't get it, but got it. Yeah.
And then his like, he had a weird exchange with like Robert Downey Jr., like the drug jokes in the beginning.
But right, I get it. But don't you think Robert Downey Jr. was kind of like with it?
I think he must have had to approve it.
Yeah.
But it was still kind of just like, okay, even I'm not like a huge like Robert Downey Jr. stan or anything. But like if he's about to win an Oscar, it's like making fun of his like drug stuff. And kind of like going back to it. Like it was kind of like, okay, yeah. But then it was like, what? Was that a drug reference? You know?
Well, didn't he do that? Robert Downey Jr. He went like that.
Like I think he went like on the nose, like reel it in. He was saying like reel it.
Oh, I thought it was like, do you have some?
And he was saying like, okay, keep it.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I thought he was perpetuating it further so that Jim becomes like, okay, we'll take it one step further. Yeah, right. I feel
It was just a little awk, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, at least there was no like what's the opposite
Coy.
of woke? Wait, what?
Like the Joe Coy
Oh,
Golden
yeah,
Globes.
yeah. Oh, yeah, like boobs or whatever, or you know.
It wasn't like cringe. It was
Or
just like
the Will Smith situation, you know.
no slaps.
No slaps?
Yeah.
Right.
Best behavior.
Yeah, because like his Lily Gladstone joke was like, I was like, oh no, where's he gonna go with that? But it was like good. It was about her like wanting to be like, what is it, murderous hornets researcher
Oh,
before.
yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so that's what I was saying, kind of like smart jokes about stuff. I was kind of like, okay, that's good because you know people can go so tacky and tasteful, but I don't like Jimmy Kimmel for the record. I think he's too woke for me. He's like Mr. Woke, and I'm just like, let's not forget the man show, Jimmy Kimmel. Let's not forget the time where you had all these girls just shaking their boobies. I remember like looking at castings when I was like 16 or 15 or something like that, and they were like looking for, what are they called, the Juggies or something? And it was
What?
girls. Yeah, that was the name of the girls, and they had to jump on trampolines while him and Adam Carolla were like sipping beers. So he went like the completely opposite direction, and I don't like that when someone just goes like so wokeness. It's like, okay, let's not forget your past. You know what I mean? Or at least just be balanced. I don't think someone can go completely 360, you know what I mean? But I don't know, maybe you can, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be super woke and just like have no bad takes. I'll just always
And you'll get a new trophy when you get that title.
I'll be the super woke
The next
queen of
level.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes, next level wokeness. Vanessa Hudgens pregnant.
Yeah, I was so happy for her. She looks
Yeah.
great. I wonder how far along she is because her wedding was kind of recent.
Everyone
right?
doing the math. I thought that too because she got married the same time I was married, like 2 years prior. So we got pregnant at our wedding, and when our baby was due September. But she looked pretty far along.
Yeah.
No judgment, but she looked so snatched at her wedding, so it didn't look like she was pregnant at all at her wedding. But she looked like me, like 7 months almost.
I know. I was kind of
But
gagged. I
maybe-
heard rumors that she was pregnant, but I didn't expect her to be so like far along. But
Yeah. I mean, she looked really good at her wedding. That's like the only thing I think of. Because sometimes, you know, especially tiny girls, when they get pregnant, they show like at the beginning, but
Yeah.
it didn't look anything. So either that or she just shows more. She looked really good. I liked her all black ensemble. Do you think was Austin Butler there?
no,
No. Oh.
not even at the parties. I don't think
The Vanity Fair?
I don't think he was.
Remember
there
last
either.
year when he dodged her?
Yeah.
When she was like right in front of him?
And then looked at the phone.
Yeah. I was thinking about that because she was on the red carpet last year and I was like, do they make sure she doesn't interview him?
Probably.
Someone
I would
somewhere
think.
is like,
yeah,
don't.
because especially for like the official Oscars or like ABC ones, they're all like pre-booked.
Oh, okay.
And like they have time slots and stuff, so they already know like when someone's gonna come in.
Austin Butler is my dream guest. Austin Butler, if you are watching, this is I love his voice. I love everything about him. Supposedly he's going to reprise his role as Elvis in Timothée Chalamet's Bob Dylan biopic. And I'm like, absolutely. Like that was the best news for the week for me. That was my highlight of the week I was like, we have to talk about this. And I would love him to come on Just Trish as his Elvis. Like I just think he's so good at it. And I love him. I love his voice. I love everything. I love when he talks. I'm Austin. Like I love it. Like he's my fave. Oh my God, he's my fave. I don't know what it is about him, but I really.
And you haven't seen Dune 2 yet? No.
No.
Oh, but he looks so good in Dune 2.
Wait, really?
So, yeah.
We gotta go see
Yeah.
it. Okay.
You
Well, you
kinda
didn't
have to
sell it
see
on me
it.
last week. You're like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, oh God, I'm gonna sit through it.
And then I keep seeing like stills and then of Austin like in his shirtless scenes, and then I'm reminded. I was like,
Oh, he's
oh yeah. I was
shirtless.
like, he was
Oh.
actually really good. In
I'm
Dune.
going. I have a officially become like an old lady, like an old mom, where I'm like, ooh, they're shirtless. Let's go look at shirtless boys. Like I always thought people who went to Chippendales were so cheesy. I was like, oh, like all these middle-aged women going to like, okay, relax, grandma, and it's like literally me. I'm like, oh, he's shirtless. Let's go see Dune. So weird. And I've never been like that. I always thought it was so cheesy. I was like, oh, people are weird, and now I'm that person officially. But he might even. Well, Zac Efron probably has my heart, but. Anyways, that's the whole thing. We'll talk about Ricky Stinky, but we'll talk about that later. Did you watch it?
Oh no, I didn't watch Ricky Stinky.
It was so good. Anyways, well, it was so good. How did you know? I was so excited you were gonna watch it.
I forgot it came out, actually, to be honest. When did it come out? Last Friday?
Yeah.
Oh.
So good. It's my best movie of the year.
That's a complete 180 from when you saw the trailer and said, why would he make this movie? Zach is too good for this.
Yes. And John Cena was like, ugh, I hate John Cena. And literally the best part of the whole movie, even like outshining Zac Efron, like so good, so funny. The writing was, I was like laughing out loud. Right? Was it funny or was I just on something?
No, they definitely pushed the comedy side of it. Like there's some funny scenes.
It's so funny. The writing was so good, but then John Cena's like delivery was so good. I was like, God, this is a really funny movie. Literally so funny. I feel like they don't make those comedies anymore. And I thought that was so good. It gave me like old school vibes or like, you know, just those like Vince Vaughn, like Will Ferrell type movies. It was like so good. Also a lot of men, you know, I think, you know, as much as I'm like anti-men, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we need them. You know what I mean? I guess they're kind of funny. I guess they're kind of cute or whatever like that. But it's good. You have to watch it. Andrew Santino's in it. I still can't get over that. I was like, how is this? What? That's crazy. He had like one role in The Office, and now he's like in a starring movie with Zac Efron. Good for him. But like, damn.
I am becoming a little bit of a John Cena fan, I think.
I know, me too. What'd you see him in?
Well,
or watch him?
Naked at the Oscars.
Oh, right. Back to the Oscars. Yes.
Yeah. He
It's just
kind of
his
won me
body.
over with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it's so hairless and smooth that it's also like,
You don't like it?
I feel like it's a little too slippery, like a little too dolphin coated. Like I feel like if I touch
dolphin.
it, yeah, like you know when you touch a dolphin, they're just like slick
How many
and rubbery.
dolphins have you touched?
Consensually, I just touched a few. Yeah.
Have you?
At SeaWorld when I was a little kid.
No, you didn't. How?
Yeah.
I mean, I did too, for the record. We're
I know, why are you acting
anti-SeaWorld.
like it's so crazy?
Well, I
but-
touched like one, but you acted like you were like this like expert on dolphins. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, you know, you go to a little pool where you feed. And this is
Yeah.
not SeaWorld promo. This is back before
No,
it was
we're
canceled.
anti-SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Don't go.
But when I was little, I used to go like every summer. And I remember it would be the big thing. You get the little carton of fish, like the
Yeah.
little sardines or whatever they are, and then you walk on over and you feed them. And I was always like petting the little heads, like.
Oh, okay, so you didn't go in with them.
No. It was
Once
like
I got YouTube money, that's the first thing I did. I went to SeaWorld to become one of the trainers where you get the wetsuit and stuff, and you get to go in. And then there's one you get to hug a beluga whale. Like, it's such a cool experience. And then you find out the crappy side of SeaWorld, and you're just like, oh, man. Like, I want to take my daughters so bad, but I was like, I just know, like, it's just not good for those animals. They, like, die in captivity. It's so sad.
know.
But before I knew all that, oh, my God, that was, like, the first thing I spent money on. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's go swim with the dolphins. And the dolphins are so sweet. I did one in Mexico, a dolphin excursion, where the dolphins, like, take you underneath, like, all the way to the bottom of the drain. And I was like, and I had like extensions at the time. I was like, I hope my extensions will get caught. It was crazy. They really take you so far down, and you're just like, oh my
Wait,
God.
were you grabbing onto its like fin?
Yeah.
Wow.
You held onto the fin. Well, I actually think this one I might have been like hugging it like this.
wow.
And it took you down. Either that or maybe it was the fin. I can't remember. There's a video of it somewhere. And yeah, I loved them too. I guess I touched a lot of dolphins too. So I don't know. The way you said it though was just like you knew so much. You know, like when you pet a dolphin, I was like, I guess I did too. Yeah, you're right. We're bougie. I wish it was safe and good for them to have people around because I would love to go visit dolphins.
I know.
They're pretty.
They have some like out in the ocean. I forget what it's called, but it's like it's in the ocean, but they have it kind of like squared off. So that's supposed to be better for them because a lot of them are being like rehabilitated.
I think it'd be the thumbnail. There was a thumbnail where you had a dolphin in there one time.
That was when we were exposing dolphins for being.
Did it do well?
Probably, I'm sure.
Sometimes I look back at old hot topics. I'm like, oh my God, they get like 1 million views like later on.
They're
And I was
so
like, okay,
wild,
yeah, love that. We put a dolphin in the thumbnail. I don't mind John Cena's dolphin body. You know what I mean? Like it's not for me, and I don't like. I truly don't love muscles, but it is one of those things where you kind of like look at and you're just like, kind of impressive. I mean, how you build all that, you know what I mean? It's kind of impressive.
And like the V is like kind of crazy.
Oh, like in the
yeah.
To me, that doesn't look as appealing because I just don't. It just you think about everything and you're just like that feels like it would be uncomfortable.
Oh, I guess
like
so.
bumping up on you.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, could you imagine just like bones? I don't know. Right? Wouldn't it feel that way? I don't know. I like
guess
skinny
so.
guys, but you don't feel so much the bones. I feel like that kind of stuff where you just see them. It's just like that's a lot.
And like muscle, I like when muscle looks like kind of soft. His muscle looks like hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, you like when muscle's soft?
like it looks soft, like it kind of like is bouncy. If
Okay,
that makes
right,
sense. But
yeah.
his looks like the hard muscle.
So you don't like that? You don't like the hard
Not
muscle?
for like personally, but again, kind of like you. Like I appreciate.
It's like an art. Are you looking at a picture of him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell how focused I am? Can you tell how
You're like,
focused?
I like this
I'm like,
part.
and this angle is like kind of from high, so that's how you can see like really the shadow of like the V.
The V. Did you see what it looked like from behind?
Yeah.
It had like his little diaper thing up.
Yeah.
Kind of a bold choice for the Oscars if we're gonna play devil's advocate. That's kind of like a lot to come out naked on stage.
I
but
know. But I guess it was for a good cause in the long run because it's kind of standing up for like the costume design like union.
Okay.
Because within like the next year, like a lot of the costume design and like the crew unions have to like renegotiate so they could like be on strike or something. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, it's like naked for a cause. Yeah.
We love that. I was in a Ricky Stenicki promo without my
I
knowledge.
saw that. What the hell was that?
Do you know what it was or who posted it? I
No.
just saw Flight House post it, but I don't think it was from Flight House, or
It
was
must
it?
have been from whatever Amazon, maybe. I don't know, right? I have no idea.
I was shocked. All of a sudden, I literally opened my Instagram and I'm like, oh no.
But when you were recording that and you were saying Ricky Stenicki, you didn't think anything of it?
No, because people always ask me like for a script, like 2 words. So I thought, okay, someone's like into this movie or something. So, and they kind of go, I'm not going to lie, whoever did that kind of went like the roundabout way because there's like a business cameo that charges like more money if you are like doing promotion. I got rejected by George Santos because I was like, hey, will you come on Just Trish? And like, this is a business cameo. I'm rejecting this, pay my business amount. So I was kind of like a little annoyed. I was kind of like, if it wasn't Ricky Stenicki, I'd be like, okay, fine. But like, it was Ricky Stenicki, so I was like, all right, I'll be part of the promo. But they had me, Sarah Palin, Mike the Situation. It was so weird. Like literally, like, the line was like, yeah, it was like, I say I blame Ricky Stenicki. It's all his fault or something like that. And so I did the line, but then in my cameos, I make them like 3-4 minutes. So then I was like, oh, like, I hope you like the movie. Like, I thought I'm like talking to someone. I was like, okay, a little sneaky with the personal cameo, but I don't know who posted it originally, but
I know. I'm so curious. I'm so curious.
I was like a little bit annoyed.
Well, it is crazy that you were like included with such esteemed and notorious
Sarah
people.
Palin in the situation. I don't know about that. All the comments like, wow, these people fell off. They're broke. I was like, I mean, it's fine, whatever. But I was like, I love a cameo. I'll do a cameo all day long still. I did say I might shut it down because I was just like, okay, like they kind of get to be, it's stressful when one comes in, I want to get it done right away. And so I just like want to do it. And then I'm like, maybe I should wait till Christmas. Now I'm a little busier these days.
Yeah,
so.
maybe it's like a seasonal thing.
Yeah. You should get on for the Christmas holidays. My mom's on Cameo.
Really?
Yeah. Weren't you on Cameo or never?
Never.
Never? You should have been as like Jesus back when you looked like him.
The long hair, maybe.
Maybe. Grow it back out. Everyone get on Cameo. My mom does them sometimes. I'll hear her doing cameos upstairs. I was like, okay.
I live for that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Maybe I'll get one from her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Just buying cameos.
Yeah.
I love a good cameo for sure. John Cena was great. That was a good highlight.
Did you see Liza Koshy falling? Poor thing. I was like,
Poor thing. Totally thought, oh my God, that'd be me. But did you see the shoes she was wearing? I was like, why would you wear those huge platforms?
I guess when she's so little.
Oh, you think for height reasons?
I kind of think.
Because you couldn't see them.
Especially because the dress, like, if she needed it to be, if, like, say the dress was, like, a certain length already and they couldn't, like, hem it in time or something, maybe, like,
I think someone could have done something
don't
for her.
know.
I guess in theory, you look better taller. That's why at
Yeah.
a wedding, you're supposed to wear heels. I wore sneakers at my wedding for that reason. Because I was like, I do not want to fall. I didn't want to trip. I don't want to be uncomfortable. So when I saw the shoes, I was like, well, Jesus, like, that's why you spilled. And it was bad. It was a bad tumble. She handled it good. She, like, laughed it off.
Yeah.
But how awful.
I know.
On the red carpet at the Oscars.
Even though she was joking it off, I feel like you can kind of tell, like, obviously that's a bummer at the Oscars to trip.
No,
you know?
it's like literally it's like embarrassing for that person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just for them to feel like, because if it was me, I'd be so embarrassed. I would never live that down.
And the photographer is like sound effect. That,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's like, damn.
It's like a Disney Channel show. Well, whoever came to help her, 2 people came to help her and get her up. Thank God, because it would have been worse if she didn't have people to help her. Oh my God, no, that was that I felt bad for. I was like, oh man, that would have been me. But she actually handled it good. I guess, again, don't wear those big shoes. Even Sugar and Spice, when they're here, they walk so well, but like they'll fall too. Because like when you're those bigger shoes, like you just will. Like it doesn't matter how tiny, petite, great of a walk you are, you will always fall.
Yeah, and I feel like those carpets are slippery, those little red carpets.
Really?
Like with the wrong shoes, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I'd probably wear sneakers. I don't think I would wear heels to a carpet for sure.
Oh yeah, everyone was sad that you weren't at the Oscars.
Oh, the TikTokers were there. Some of those TikTokers are wild. Our favorite Hailey Bailey, she was there.
Wait, was she at the Oscars?
Yeah.
Oscars? Oh, I didn't see her.
Because she saw Ryan Gosling go by, and she goes, "I'm just kidding," and he's like, "Thanks." And it was. Every comment was like cringe, and that's my and I love Hailey Bailey, but I was the same. I was like, wow, she really went for it, like on the red carpet, and he's like walking in with his sister, and I was like, okay, girl, like
that was funny.
She goes for it, and he's like, okay, thanks. Yeah, she was there. I mean, everybody was there. I want to say, yeah, so many people were there.
Was it Chris Olsen there?
You know, I didn't see anything about him.
I didn't see it either, and I feel like I would have heard if he was
for
there.
sure.
You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised because there
Me
was a lot of
too.
TikTokers.
My favorite, I don't know if you know her. Do you know Alex Consani?
No, but I like the name.
Oh, she's like a model / TikToker. But she's just like wild because she's like tall and beautiful, but she's like buck wild on TikTok, and like the contrast is like crazy.
Oh, really? I don't think I've ever seen her.
Yeah, oh, I'll send you some of hers because she's everything. She's friends with Troye Sivan, actually. She has a lot of...
Let's get her on the podcast.
So, yeah, she's in LA. Alex, come on down.
Oh my gosh.
I love her. She was there and she was serving.
Oh,
down.
so is she like a model or a TikToker?
She's
mostly?
an official model. Like
Okay.
she does like Paris Fashion Week, like high fashion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she's like tall and skinny and beautiful and all that.
Yeah.
Oh. My favorite look was Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Ari
She
looks
looked so
good.
pretty. I mean, she's like a little annoying, but I love her. Like, I just love her. You know what I mean?
I'm fully on board for her.
Her
to be
album's
honest.
great.
Yeah, the
Her
album's amazing.
SNL skits were good.
Uh-huh.
Her
I love
songs are
her
great.
vibe.
I do too. And I love that she does like every music video is like a recreation of like a movie or something. She like cosplays things and I like love that.
It's very Trish coded.
It is. And it's also like she tries to be quirky. Not tries to be, but she picks the quirky movies like Eternal Sunshine to like pair to do her like little version of it, or 16 Candles. And I was just like, I love that.
Me too. I really am fully on board again with Ariana.
Yeah, she's with Evan Pierce.
I mean, I've always loved her, but
Me too.
you know, some things, it's like, you know, you have a friend and sometimes your friend makes choices and you're like, I don't know, girl, but that's still my friend, you know?
Right.
Like,
she's not doing anything crazy. She's not going to like the
she's
island
still
or
like
something.
so sweet. Like,
yeah.
And you can't look at her and like think that she has any malintent because really she is so sweet. I've always said that. I'll die saying that.
Yeah.
When I worked in radio, she was sweet. Every time she's interviewed for TV, she's always sweet.
Nice
like,
to everyone around her.
Every single crew member, like every intern, every PA, like
I love
is
that.
So kind.
The Arianators, they always try to defend her and be like, okay, this happened, Dalton cheated on her, this happened, and then 2 months, and then this wasn't whatever. So they try to like really go hardcore. So maybe they're right. Maybe there's something to it. I was like, all right, maybe it's there or something. I don't know, but I just love her. I do too. I never cared about her before. Like I said, I didn't really care either way, and now I like actually like love her. So maybe the whole scandal.
I keep thinking of your quote, like we should just talk about her, how talented she is.
Yes,
like let's just talk about her music. I
like
keep thinking that.
But seriously, we should, because like once again, the music video came out, and everyone's talking about like the deeper meaning. Like, oh, it's about Mac Miller, it's about this, and it's just like. I mean, I guess like it's okay. I get it. Like the dog was. I went deep into the Ariana hole, and I was like, oh yeah, this is more about like Mac than Dalton, which makes more sense. And did she have 2 music videos come out then?
Just one. I mean, she had Yes and a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago, and then one that just came out when the album came out. On
What's
Friday.
that one? We Can't Be Friends.
We Can't Be Friends. Yeah.
Oh man, wait. Why did I think there was 2
The
out?
SNL performance. Maybe you're thinking of that.
Maybe
Because it was
with
very
like water
set.
behind her.
Yes. Yeah.
She was great on SNL too.
Mm-hmm.
Her people pleaser skit. I thought she was great. I don't like the host of SNL though.
Oh, Josh Brolin. Yeah.
He gives me the ick.
He's in Dune. But...
Yeah. Oh, ew. What? Is he?
He has a small role in Dune. I think that's
As
what he
what?
was promoting.
Oh.
Timothy's. Do you remember what he was? I don't remember. He was like Timothy's like guard or something. I don't know.
The sequel. We didn't see the sequel.
He's in the first one too. He returns.
Oh, did you know what he was in the first one? The old man.
He was like Timothy's guard or something. I don't know. I don't know. But he's back anyway.
Okay. He came back for the
He
sequel.
was Thanos in the Avengers. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was in a Quentin Tarantino movie called Death Proof that no one saw. It was really good. I didn't like him in it, but it was a good movie overall.
What else happened at the Oscars? I feel like that was pretty much it, right?
Let me
Emma
check my
Stone
notes.
winning, but like,
No, but I love that TikTok is finally catching on to what I said months ago, where it's like Poor Things is such an inappropriate movie. And I'm not good at articulating what I mean when I say that. Like, I just remember like watching the movie and be like, ew, I don't like this. Like, definitely not funny. I don't know. Someone called it like a comedy or something. It's definitely not funny. But like TikTok is articulating it so well now. My whole TikTok page is this of people angry about it, about how it's like, the child, she's a grown woman's body, but the brain is an 8-year-old, and how all these guys are like her sexual awakening and stuff like that. And it's like this 8-year-old, this infant, it's everything she does is infantile. So the fact that they're like, oh, Mary, you need to marry her, but it's an 8-year-old brain. Like that's what I was trying to say. And people weren't like understanding what I was like saying by it was like a weird, inappropriate movie. But Hollywood's already so dark with that kind of stuff that I was like, why are they making a movie like this? You know what I mean? Where it's like, and I know there's a deeper meaning because I see this all over TikTok. It's like, there's a deeper meaning to this movie, and it means it's still infantilizing. It's like infantilizing and sexualizing like an 8-year-old brain. You know what I mean? I just don't like that at all.
Yeah.
There's just too many weird stuff on TikTok right now going on. I don't click on any of it because I don't want to see it, but like just so many weird stuff with people posting like their daughters doing like, just whatever, and just having, I don't know, innocent enough to regular people, but then the weirdos online, and it does become a weirdo thing, and it kind of like makes me sick. And then when I see stuff like that in Hollywood, it's just like, ugh, I just kind of hate it. So it made me kind of like dislike Emma Stone, even though I loved Emma Stone prior. It's just like, no. And I was over it. I was like, okay, we get it. And she already like won, and I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, in my head, she won for Easy A, which is my favorite movie of all time.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, Amanda Bynes should have won for Easy A for sure.
Yeah.
Such a queen.
Best supporting actress, Amanda Bynes.
I DM her all the time. We follow each other on TikTok, and never responded. I would gag for Amanda Bynes. She was in Hairspray, Easy. Like she had the Amanda Show.
The filmography of
Oh
Amanda
my
Bynes
God, she would be my dream career. Like if I had a career to follow, it would be like Amanda Bynes.
She's iconic
From an early age. Yeah. And now with like the whole Brian Peck stuff coming out, and all the new like controversy, the Dan Schneider of it all. Like when you watch Dan Schneider on her show when she was like 16 or whatever, and they're like in this hot tub, I'm like, oh, this is like so. And I feel like she'd be the one that would speak on it because she kind of is like no holds bar right now. She's kind of like, let me just share everything.
Yeah.
And not that anything inappropriate maybe didn't happen to her, but it's still like crazy. But I was getting my Oscar notes. I feel like something happened. Okay, Liza. I had Liza Trips, Vanessa Hudgens pregnant. Jess Ken should have won. Poor Things Ick. John Cena, we covered all of them. Those are the ones I had. For sure. I think Paul Giamatti should have won, but other than that, I'm just so over Oppenheimer. Did Barbie win nothing?
Only best song for Billy.
I'm over it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad award season is over. It's funny that I act like I have a dog in the race for Oscars, but literally the only movie I saw was Barbie, and every other movie I see is like the most unserious, like just not made for art.
What would you say would have been your Oscar Best Picture?
No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence.
No way. That movie.
It would have swept the Oscars, yeah.
Oh,
my Oscars.
Your Oscars. Yeah. I would have given that a Razzie Award. That might have been my least favorite movie. I remember watching and be like, this is... Although I just found out recently the guy that's in there was Evan Hansen on Broadway.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on Zach Sang, and he was like singing Waving Through the Window, and I was like, oh, okay, damn. Like, I didn't know that was him, but good for him getting a lead role. Has he been in anything since?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he went to college, though, because he put college on hold to do that movie, like Yale or some Ivy League, yeah.
Smart.
So, yeah, I feel like maybe he's just back in college.
I like the dad in the movie, Bradley Whitford.
I like Jennifer Lawrence.
Was she there last night?
Yeah, she presented Best Actress.
I like when they do that, when they all came out, like there's 5 of them
presenting.
presenting.
It kind of feels like Avengers or something. I don't know, like the
totally.
Squad. Yeah.
With the pictures behind them.
Yeah.
Al Pacino announcing Best Picture was iconic.
That would be very
giving no nominations. Did you see that part?
No.
You didn't see it? Oh my God. I just saw it on TikTok because we did stop watching halfway through, and I saw it on TikTok. Al Pacino, it's always the Best Picture that always gets screwed up. Because remember when Warren Beatty?
La La Land,
he's like, La La, and they're like, no, sorry, Moonlight, you won. The same thing kind of with Al Pacino. He just came out, and he immediately opened the envelope. He didn't do the nominations or anything. So he's like, I see Oppenheimer. And everyone's like... And then all of a sudden, then he starts reading the card. Christopher Nolan, and then the music starts playing, and they're like, "Oh, they won!" Whatever. And the way he said it was kind of question mark, like, "I see Oppenheimer." Everyone's like, "What?" And
so they never even presented, like, went through
no
clips in each movie.
No nominations, no anything. Did they? I didn't even see the cast. Except did they say anything about it, or they're just like, "Okay"? Thanks.
I think they just accepted it.
They're like, "We'll just
but
take it."
he did us a favor. I mean, we knew that's the one's gonna win.
Let's wrap it up.
Just get there.
That's what people said. They're like, he should announce
The
every
whole
award.
show,
Yeah. It's just like right away, boom. That was kind of everything. Yeah, it was good. I like it. Of all the shows, I mean, Oscars get me. Everything else, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, and it's just so iconic. Like,
yeah,
you have so many A-listers. Even though I watched literally none of the movies, it's hard to like, not get into it. Oh, the dog. I did see the controversy with the dog.
What was the controversy?
Oh, like, so the dog Messi, he was at the Oscars brunch or luncheon, and studios were complaining because it was so popular. Like all the celebrities wanted to hang out with the dog, and it got so much attention that the studios were like, "That's not fair. The dog is going to take all the attention and sway voters." So the dog was banned from going to the Oscars, even though the dog is in an Oscar-nominated movie.
But he wasn't nominated.
Not personally, but he did have a really good performance. I did
you
watch
watch
the clip.
it?
I watched it was a compilation of just the dog scene in Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh.
And the dog was like kind of slaying. Messi, shout out Messi, a really good actor.
How? What part of it was slang?
The dog overdoses and like fakes dead.
What?
Yes, and gets
Oh my
resuscitated
God.
back to life. And then he's like coming back to life in the eyes. It looks like
What?
a ice
They
Bible.
must have CGI'd.
I don't know. I think the dog's a really good actor.
We should have him on. I mean, dog, if you're watching.
yeah.
Messi, I would love that. He did get at the Oscars last night, but that was also pre-filmed. Did you see how they filmed it? The behind the
Yes.
scenes. It was only like 7 people around
I
him.
know, it's such a scam.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe they really wanted him out of there. Like, okay, he won't be at the show.
Messy.
He should have been able to walk the red carpet. He did a good job.
yeah, he didn't?
No, that's
he wasn't
so
allowed.
rude. I guess he was really banned.
Anatomy of a Fall. I never even heard of any of these
It's
movies.
a French movie.
Oh.
Yeah. I literally only know because I watched the compilation
Of the dog.
yeah, and it was all in French. I was like,
I
oh,
didn't
okay.
know that. The Paul Giamatti movie, what was that one? I don't
The
remember.
Holdovers.
You see it?
No.
Like, I feel like I would like those movies. Like, I like Paul Giamatti. Like, I feel like I would like those movies, but I was like, I don't.
I know. I feel invested. I'm like, Lily Gladstone, love her, but I have not seen.
You
the
haven't
movie,
seen it?
Killers
That
of the
one's
Flower
long, too,
Moon.
they said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in that one. Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
I mean, how did they not get nominated?
Leo wasn't even there. He kind of just skipped it. I guess maybe he knew he wasn't going to win anything. Well, I don't think he got a nomination, but the movie. But
They
then,
really don't like Leo.
I know, it's just the one Oscar.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ryan Gosling, he's been nominated, like 3 or 4 times and never won.
What did he get nominated for?
Like, there was, I forget one movie when he was younger, and I feel like maybe Blue Valentine, maybe.
Never
Remember
saw
that
it.
one?
No.
Oh. His like random dramas. So he's also
I never liked
big
him
loser,
before Barbie.
but-
Actually, was a big Ryan Gosling hater. I always thought like, well, I don't get it. I hated The Notebook, hated everything. Then I saw Barbie. And I was like, oh, he's pretty good. I really do love the Kens. They really did make an impact. They were so good. That was, and the fact that it said Ken behind, I'm like, oh man, this is really the patriarchy at its finest. We're all just supporting the Kens more than Barbie. And honestly, that is. It's slay that it is. I'm sorry. Ken was great. We blame Greta Gerwig for that one because she fought for that to stay in the film. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh well, that's what happens. Because Barbie should have had a song, like an equal song, so that way there could have been something to compare it to,
Yeah,
But
I guess so. I don't know. I don't really think the Ken song like is like, I'm very anti-patriarchy, but when I see the Ken
Yeah.
song and the Kens in the movie, I don't know. It doesn't scream patriarchy to me because I feel like it's so camp and like
Right.
So even Ryan Gosling said this. Actually, he said that he thinks he's like 49% woman, and I think that's why
is 49% woman or Ryan
Gosling. Yeah.
I would love that
So I think
explanation.
that's why girls really like him and gays and everyone.
What makes him a woman?
I think he's just kind of baby girl coded.
I got in trouble when I said I felt like a man, and the people always come for me. They're like, "Well, what makes a man?" And then I said, "This is why I feel like I'm a man." And like, "Well, that's not what makes a man." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's why I felt manly. Like that's why I felt like a man in my body." But then people are like, "Well, that doesn't make a man."
And
that
then here,
doesn't make
everyone's applauding Ryan Gosling for
The
saying
patriarchy
that.
of it
Yeah,
all.
Period. That's true. Can't
It is
escape
crazy. Was it Leonardo DiCaprio? Was he with that? Have you been following that Brian Peck thing
No.
at all? The Drake Bell. You didn't see any of the clips.
No.
He's coming out. Well, basically, like I think it was. Oh God, I don't know how long ago. I don't know how Drake Bell is. I mean, the crime happened like probably 20 years ago, but I think they went to trial maybe 15 years ago, and it's not alleged. He's like a confirmed. I don't know how to say it. Child essayer.
okay.
Yeah.
It was a big thing. He was like a creative on all these. I don't know what he was. I guess he was like a something on all these shows. And yeah, he basically was put away, and the person that put him away was anonymous, and now. It's not out yet as of filming this, but apparently it's Drake Bell who was the victim of the assault. So it was like oral, it was like all this stuff like that. And I guess Drake Bell's like talking about it for the first time in this documentary coming out.
I did see the clip then. It's
Yeah.
like he was something for Nickelodeon. Like a
I wrote it down. I did write it down. It's called Quiet on Set. Brian Peck. Oh, he was the dialect coach on all these shows.
Yes, that's what it was.
And I want to say I saw Leonardo DiCaprio with him on like Growing Pains. So I think he's been around like child stars for a long time doing dialect coach. Ryder Strong and Will Friedle on their podcast. It's like a Boy Meets World podcast. They had talked about it because during that trial, do you know them from Boy Meets World?
yes.
So they actually defended Brian Peck. it gives very Vlog Squad vibes in the sense like people coming to his friends like, oh, well, he couldn't have been this way. Like he was nice to me, whatever. And now they've retracted. They said when they got on the stand, they're like, what are we doing here? When they saw like the actual victims or whatever. So apparently Drake Bell is, but then there's controversy because Drake Bell essayed the girl. So everyone's like, well, we shouldn't give him like any sympathy. So I was like, I really followed it just because the whole Nickelodeon involved. I would love to like, a lot of these child stars, it's like so crazy. Like even if you look at Victorious and stuff like that and see like Dan Schneider being like weird about their feet and stuff like that, like it's just, and you can tell them like shutting down and shutting off with these like creepy people. But this Brian Peck, I guess he's out, which is crazy. It's like if you did this to a 14-year-old, like how are you out? Like how did you even survive prison? I always thought prison when they were like so hard on people that were like into doing
Offenders,
kids. Yeah. So, anyways, I like watching, or I like to see it because it's so interesting. But where was I going with that right before? How do we segue into it? Brian Peck. Oh, I guess Leonardo DiCaprio. But even like Josh Peck and stuff like that, it's like he never really talks about like any of that stuff of it. You know what I mean? I always like want to know. And also, I guess it's like, is the parents not around? I had Corey Feldman on my podcast, The Dish with Trish, and he would just say like his mom would just like drop him off. Like his mom would be there, but like all the other stuff was happening like, I guess in like these like little rooms and stuff like that. It's like so weird. I don't know. It's like, how is it that easy in Hollywood to get away with that kind of stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And on that note, I mean, Drake Bell is obviously an offender, but it's like, I don't think you need to give him sympathy. I think, but it's important, I feel like, to hear the story because I think we always talk about this, how like, if you're like a victim, it can go like one of two ways. Like you can you can be like a perpetrator, you can continue the cycle, or you can like change it, obviously. But a lot of people who are like offenders were victims before, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that happens a lot, and not that it's like an excuse, but I think it's like important to like hear those stories, especially from child stars, because I feel like it's just like an industry that's like still not protected that well. I don't know, especially Drake. I mean, he's had a lot of issues, and so you have to wonder like where this all stems from and comes from. Again, why is that guy out? Like I just don't understand how it's out. I don't know. I find it so fascinating, like the fact that again it's like not confirmed, but like it's pretty much insinuated that it's Drake Bell because of the interview clips. I don't know what that's on, but
I think it's Lifetime. Oh no, it's on the ID channel. Not Lifetime.
ID's kind of crushing it too. They have the Playboy murders. They kind of have everything.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
Let's see, March 17th and 18th. It's a 2-part special. So yeah, this weekend.
I would love to talk to Drake Bell about it too, but I also get the fact that he is also like an offender, and it's like, do you want to get them a platform? It is kind of hard. Yeah. Because I used to love Drake Bell. Oh my God, I used to love, kind of with the Amanda Show and all that stuff. I used to really love. I didn't watch Drake and Josh, but I watched the Amanda Show. And I used to think Drake Bell was like so cute. Didn't he rebrand as like Drake Campagnata? He became like a Mexican singer. What? Yeah, with like a not a marching band. What are those called? Mariachi, thank you. Yeah.
I had no idea.
And he was singing in Spanish, and he like had, he had a whole rebrand down in Mexico. Okay. I guess maybe after his like offense, maybe he was like trying to become a different person.
And like, escape.
Kind of worked because like I didn't know about all of it, and I was just kind of like, oh, I guess it kind of worked or something like that. He wasn't at Josh Peck's wedding, so that's the tea. Were you a Nickelodeon person?
Yeah.
What'd you watch?
All that, Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious.
Oh, so you were very that.
Yeah. Okay. And I started Nickelodeon, and then I discovered Lizzie McGuire, and then I became like more Disney coded. But yeah.
Disney, I think the Disney stars made it out a little better than the Nickelodeon stars.
For the most part, yeah. I saw like a little tweet that was like, it had like Ashley Tisdale, Vanessa Hudgens, Bridget Mendler, Brenda Song, and was like, oh, they're all mothers now.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
It made me emotional.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of worked out okay. Yeah. The Nickelodeon people had the Dan Schneiders and Brian Peck, so they probably were a little more traumatized. Yeah. Except for Ariana. She made it out, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But maybe that's a testament to like her family, because she's always been so close with her family too. You know,
I think that makes
so involved.
Big difference. I feel like that is the case. You always hear about people whose families were involved versus people who weren't.
Like Miranda Cosgrove too. Like she's like business savvy, just like professional, and I feel like that also has something to do with it. Emma Stone was on iCarly. I just found out.
The reboot or the original?
I think the original.
Emma Stone was in a lot of stuff. She was in a reality TV competition. Remember that?
No.
It was to look for the next Partridge Family. They were doing like a remake of the Partridge Family, and she auditioned, and she was singing, and she was like pretty good on it. And I think she went by Emily Stone on the show.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, I see that pop up sometimes.
She was a dog in The Suite Life of Zack and Cody.
Really?
Yeah, I think she voiced a poodle.
She must have been older.
I think she was in her teenage years, like maybe 18, 19.
I would have to say at least 18, because Zack and Cody came out when I was like 16, 17. So
I think, and I think she's your age, right? Isn't she 34 or 35?
No, is she? Oh, I thought she was always older. Maybe.
I think she is.
I just always thought she was doing so much more than me, so I was like, oh, she has to be older.
That's how I always think about
right?
people.
I was like, oh, she has to be like, I would guess 37.
35.
What year?
88.
Oh my God, we are the same year. What day?
November 6th.
Oh my God, we are on the same 8 path. Okay, I like that. I didn't know. God, I just see people doing stuff and I just assume they're so much older than
Same.
me.
Like
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, I always assume he's older, but I think he's younger than me. I think he's like 26 or 27.
Yeah, I think so. Because that was on our Patreon too. We tried Mr. Beast chocolate. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, well, my freaking boyfriend ate a lot of it. He went and binge ate a lot of the chocolate.
That was good chocolate.
It was really good. I hate to say it. I saw it at Target too, and I was like, ooh,
You should pick some up to see if it tastes the same.
I'll do it.
Because what if we got the elite chocolate? Because everyone who reviewed it, Keemstar, all these people were like, "Oh my God, it's like it's actually the best chocolate."
Yeah.
And it was really good
It
chocolate.
was so good.
The peanut butter was like oozing out. It was so good, and I was like, "Is this really how it is?" You need to go to Target and get some and investigate further.
I'll fully do it. Yeah, $2.49, so we can expense it incidental.
Okay. At the end of the month, $2.49. They add up. You know what I mean? They add up.
What?
Oh, on the Ariana note, though, that's my question. Did you see Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Have you seen the movie?
No, the Jim Carrey one.
You know what it's about, though.
Yeah.
Did you know what it's about before the music video, or were you like, okay, I get what the
I
movie's
had
about?
I've known about it like by proxy. Like I've known a little bit about it, but not really.
I watched it on the way back from our honeymoon, actually, on the Maldives. I was like, never was interested in it. The movie poster was the worst movie poster I ever saw. I remember when it came out, I was like, this looks awful and depressing. This was when Jim Carrey was in like depressing movies, like The Majestic and stuff. And I was like, no. But I watched it back and I actually really liked it. But would you erase all memories of a loved one if you could?
No.
Really?
I don't have anything really that traumatic though. So
Like an ex that you were like so in love with. That's what Eternal Sunshine is. She's trying to she wants to erase all the memories together.
no, because I feel like it gives me something to talk about here. Like, and I only had one, so
You're a podcaster. Keep the memories. Because everyone said that was so sad. The music video was like, I'm crying over this when she wanted to keep the necklace, the memory
Yeah.
necklace. I'm like, no.
And I see some like this TikTok trends where it's like, it's kind of it's cute but cringe, I guess.
What?
There'll be like people who just got out of a relationship will post like a photo of them with their ex, and then a photo of them like face tuned out, so it's just like empty space next to them to that song
because of the song?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God.
No,
Like,
that's cringe. Don't post pictures of your ex. I just think that's weird. That just looks like obsessive to me. I think I did that. I think I did one time did like a clown emoji, but even that looks obsessive. I'm just like, get rid of all the photos, get rid of all the videos. Like to me, that's the equivalent, I guess, is like erasing everything. Like that's immediate. Like just take every video down, everything. Like erase that person from your life.
I mean, I just don't have any
Bad breakups.
I've only had like one official breakup. Everyone else was like a situationship where I got ghosted, but it all like it just gave me stuff to talk about. So at the end of the day, it was like,
Were you in love?
I don't think so, because they were all really short. But like in my head, I was in love. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like in retrospect, I was not. But especially like my first like official relationship, because we just like moved so fast. Like
Yeah.
I think we literally only dated maybe like 4 months. But like after like 2 weeks, I was like, we were like boyfriends. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you
and I
living
was
together?
posting him. No. But we would like post each other all the time. And, and looking back, I was like, oh my God, calm down, girl. But
Yeah. It's like that. Did you ever live with someone before your current boyfriend?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's like serious if you like live with someone. That's why when I talk about relationships, I'm like, I don't consider any of them serious before because I didn't
Totally.
live with them.
Yeah.
And I think that's
it
like,
doesn't feel for real.
no, even my sister who's younger than me had like 2 live-in relationships. So I'm like, that's a relationship. Like you're living together, but I never had that. Would you erase memories if you could? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, back then. I loved it back then.
Oh, you did. Of course you
came
would.
out.
It's very artsy. It's very,
Yeah, it's pretty
you have to go to a special theater to see those kind of movies.
I wouldn't erase anything.
You wouldn't erase memories.
No.
I would. Oh, 100%. I wish I could erase so many memories. Like if I fell down the red carpet, I wish I could erase that memory. You know what I mean? For sure. Because I have so many embarrassing moments like that I wish, stupid things I said to teachers. I think just, whatever, where I would lie about stupid things. I'm like, gosh, I wish I wouldn't have like lied about that. And I was like so cringe and I don't know, stupid stuff. It all comes back to Paul Giamatti. I had a teacher that I was like, that always gave me Paul Giamatti movies, and we would talk about Paul Giamatti, and I was about Sideways, and he was asking me about like some sex scene from the movie, and I didn't know what he was talking about because I hadn't seen the movie. I just lied and said I did because I wanted to seem cool. I was like, God, and I still think about that to this day. I was like, why? And he's like, from Sideways, and I was like, oh, right, okay, I forgot about that. Even though it was a big scene, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Anyways, I think about that constantly.
Well, maybe that's the part.
I wish I could erase that memory.
You don't need to think about those things.
Oh gosh.
That was so long ago.
It's so bad. I wish I could erase so many memories like off the internet. Like I wish I could erase videos off the internet sometimes.
Well, maybe one day that will be possible.
I think it will. That's why when people are like, what are you going to tell Malibu? I'm like, by then, these videos, we'll find a way to have them extinct. You know what I mean?
Well, I think by then there'll be so many videos that she won't be able to tell what's real and what's not.
AI.
Right. Well, the actors struck against that, and it's not going to happen. We're not going to be replaced by AI.
We're probably already being replaced right now.
Oh, my God. Wow. What do you mean?
I think there's a AI in places you don't even know yet. It's already in the works.
Yeah, I guess I've seen
You have
drive-through
your
with
AI
AI.
voice, don't you?
What?
Didn't you sign up
Yeah.
for AI?
Well,
Oh, yeah. What was
there's
that?
there's that. No, but there's so
forgot
many
to do that.
songs. Right now, there's
Oh,
so many
yeah.
songs.
Oh, yeah. All my singing.
Cover
cover
all the
songs.
songs.
You have a whole
That is true.
portfolio online.
That is true. They're like,
AI.
no one sings it better than me. And then it's like Trisha singing it. Who comes up with these? Some of these TikTok fan pages are out of control.
I heard like Tana's AI voice, and
No.
someone did it in Korean, and it sounded so
Ooh.
good. It really sounded like her. It
I
was
could see that for
wild.
her. That's a new era. K-pop.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine? She'd probably be really big over in Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea.
The Asian canceled tour would kind of go wild, maybe.
They should do it.
Did you see? This is kind of a segue, I guess,
Okay.
into canceled, because I have a few canceled
Do you?
bullet points.
Have you seen it? I haven't seen anything. All I saw was the Matt Rife thing, but I didn't see like what happened after. But what you tell me?
Well, did you see when they got a fan
what?
rushed the stage?
No.
Oh, I think it was.
I saw someone throw an object. Tana handles it like a pro. Someone threw an object at me. I'd canceled the rest of the tour. I'm like, stop it. You guys are little pricks.
Sorry,
They
it's-
rushed the stage?
Yeah, a woman rushed the stage.
A grown woman or like a teenager?
She looked grown to me. Let me pull up the video, but it's in my head. I just keep seeing Tana booked it. I mean, this would be us. It was like Tana the second this lady ran towards the stage. Tana was gone, like booked it.
Good for her.
And then Brooke was just
She was
sitting
standing out there?
Which I
Tana
feel like
knew
is-
those
is-
reflexes. I would be Tana. Always run. In public, I run if I see someone. That's why I immediately back out my car. If you come near my car, I'm going to immediately back up. Don't come up to my window. Good for her. Because
Yeah, well, she has real life experience. Too.
That's
So
true,
She has real
yeah.
fear.
No, that's why I don't tour. That's literally why I would never tour. I'm so paranoid of that stuff. I was like, heck no. I don't want someone knowing where I am live. Come meet me.
It is really wild. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Where'd you see it? I didn't see that.
Oh no, it was on Reddit, but they took the video down. It was a lot of
Why?
video, but then Brooke also posted it to her story, so
What?
it lives on.
What did she say?
She just posted her sitting there as a fan rushed the stage, and then she said Tana did the right thing, and Tana was like booking it.
Oh my
It was
God.
literally a still of Tana like mid run running off stage,
Oh
and
my-
Brooke sitting there like.
What happened though? What did the person get up on stage? What happened?
I think she rushed the stage, but security stopped her, and then she got escorted out, and then she had to do like the walk of shame like down the aisle, and everyone was booing her.
Oh my God. I've heard this in general, not Tana and Brooke, but like the crowds are just wild. They said there was one girl who was talking about her experience. I forgot what show it was at. And she was like just nonstop heckles. Like, cause it's like a storytelling tour and people would tell stories and they like people would just heckle after every little thing, like a line about something. And they're like, you just can't like enjoy the show that way. And it's like, what's with their fans? I mean, shout out to the Trisha fans there, but I mean, like, who is, that's my gamer girl. But like, who is coming to heckle Tana? And mine, by the way, my tours were so iconic. People just came by themselves, and I love that. Like, it was just a bunch of solo people that like literally didn't know anybody, and they'd come and meet each other. And that's exactly what I would do. I just come by myself, and every single person, I'm like, you came by yourself? They're like, yeah. It's like, okay, that's everything. They just come by themselves and just jam and just whatever, and they were cool, and everyone was excited. If anyone heckled me at my show, I would cancel it. I would cancel the cancel tour. Because they did cancel a show. They said something about security measures, but do you think
Yeah.
it was related or unrelated? Did you ask
I
for
think it
comments?
was unrelated. I just heard that. I heard from just people's speculations that it's just because the area was bad, so they had to, and they'd probably taking the bus would have been like a safety issue.
Was it Cleveland?
I forget what it was in Cleveland,
Oh.
but yeah, I think they had to like
Oakland?
get a new venue. No, it was not in California.
Oh.
I forget where. But
Oakland
yeah.
is wild. Everything is shut down in Oakland. In and
Really?
Out. I think In and Out closed its first location ever in Oakland because of just like people being robbed at like every second of the day
Oh my
there.
god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Don't go to Oakland. But seriously, it's like all over my TikTok. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's scary.
Yeah.
But they didn't say what the girl wanted or
No, but they called her a fan, so I guess it was.
who called her a
sweet.
fan?
and all the like Brooke did too. Like a fan rushed the stage. So
That is not a fan. That is a crazy person. And I say that actually meaning crazy. I mean, there's not, I guess it's derogatory to say crazy. Okay, whatever. But like mentally unwell, we'll say that.
Okay, that's safer.
Yeah. I'm woke. woke queen of TikTok. That's so interesting. Yeah, I've been watching it. It seemed drama free. I was like, oh, nothing really.
I know
crazy's
it's been
happening.
Pretty, like no one's been late. They've been showing up on other shows.
Well, they're on a bus. How can you be late?
True,
The bus is gonna leave if you don't come.
I haven't heard any like hotel room drama George Gate situation. So
I did see the bus tour though. Did you see that?
No.
Brooke is sleeping. There's 6 bunk beds, and Brooke's like in the middle, and then there's a big bedroom in back for Tana. And the tea on that is Brooke said in the video, not to me, I didn't know, but in the video she said they agreed on getting a bus with 2 common areas.
Oh.
But now there's just 1 common area and a big bed in back for Tana. And I was like, Brooke, she's so chill. I mean, is she that chill about it?
We need to reach out for a statement.
Would you be that chill about it if we were on Just Trish tour? And I'm like,
yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
You'd be okay sleeping in the bunk bed?
Yeah.
I would feel bad. Even like whatever, just anybody, I'd feel bad. I'd be like, I guess that's why I would never do a bus tour. Because I'm like,
No, she'll be getting every person a bus.
True.
I know. We would make no money. I would feel, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know.
Well, if you have a boyfriend on tour, you're obviously going to get the bedroom.
Oh, okay. Obviously. Yeah, I guess I'm like the fattest, so I should get the back seat. I was trying to think of how I'd rationalize it with us. I was like, well, if I'm bigger, I should get the back. Or maybe she did say too that Tana maybe put up more money or something for it. I don't really know how that works. Anyways, we're not going on tour. That sounds like a lot. Even for one night shows, I get so many people asking me, like companies that want to do like a one night in LA, and I was just like, mostly because of that. I'm like, I don't want any people knowing where I'm at. I'm just so paranoid about that stuff. I like don't. I wouldn't want to advertise like I'm here.
Yeah, I get it.
You could do it.
Yeah, I would do it. I was
trying
to think like, yeah.
Just Oscar.
And then you're on the screen like
okay, I can
the
do
tavern.
a little. I'll do a pre-recorded tavern. Definitely not a live. That's also too much. But everyone pushes me to do live. It's crazy. Like every single person else is like, no, thank you. I just never made money at it, so I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is like, it is nice to meet people, but.
And I think they're set up too when you're just talking. It's not like because you had so many dancers and like production and stuff too.
Production. I would have to do production. I just like a big production. You know what I mean?
You'd have like a set and stuff.
Because when Views went on tour, they did the same thing. They just kind of sat on stage.
Which one's Views?
David and Jason. They would just sit on stage, and I was like, and
they
so many people came. Yeah, I was like really big. I was on tour.
How did I not know? Oh, that does kind of sound
John
familiar.
Stamos came out.
Yeah. It's coming back.
They were like, it was really big.
I would
actually.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, maybe my Vlog Squad era. I would get those memories. I guess.
Really? When are we gonna do reacting to your interviews with the Vlog Squad?
We have to have a reaction day.
Okay.
I'm
Get them
so
around.
nervous.
Our next day, we'll do that. We'll do like a reaction one for our Patreon.
I literally was boots on the ground. All the Vlog Squatters.
That's crazy.
All of them. Literally all of them.
We have an ex-Vlog Squatter coming up this Thursday.
Ooh, yeah.
Who?
Did I interview her? I think I did interview her.
Did you?
Yes. At
gosh.
Instagram. It was an Instagram like beach event or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to see that interview.
I have to find that one.
Because she was so quiet back then. Now she's kind of like definitely become her own person. But back then, and we even talked about it on here. I'm like, God, you were like so quiet. Like we really just like never talked ever. And then when she came on, I was like, oh my God, she was like so interesting. And she had so much to say. And I was like, oh my God, this is like actually amazing. And I loved her. But
because she was around in the videos, but I feel like she was never like a big character or anything. Which in retrospect is the way to do it. You know?
For sure. I asked her about that. I was like, was that like a choice you made or whatever? And she was like, I don't know. I think David just didn't think I was like interesting enough or something. I don't know. Because she was always around. She like literally, anyways, guess who it is?
In the comments.
You lived there, whatever. So it is kind of interesting. You would erase that memory. That's interesting. Who would I erase?
It was kind of cringe looking back at it. Because when people started sending me clips, I was like, oh my God, I forgot about all
I
this.
want to see, and I want to see your talent show too. I keep asking Moses to show me, and I'm like, where is it? I'm like, was it good? I want to see what it was. It's so weird. I can't even picture.
Throw that in the reaction.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, get those ready. I'm excited. I don't know. I want to erase many. Yeah, I would erase a lot of memories. I've done Eternal Sunshine on myself on a couple people in my life where I'm just like, like they literally like there's certain people that just don't exist and don't cross my mind. You know what I mean? Like not even in a shady way. Just like it is crazy how your mind sometimes just does it. where you're just like, oh my God, like I don't even remember like any of, you know what I mean?
That
It's
does
kinda-
remind me. We'll have to circumnavigate back to canceled, but
Circumnavigate.
that was quite a word.
that a word?
As I said the word, I was like, that's
Circumnavigate.
That's some weird diction.
Okay.
But,
oh man, there's a good circumcision scene in Ricky Stinnicky. It's so good.
adult circumcision?
No,
for a
baby.
Oh my God, adult circumcision scares me.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing, and it scares me.
Don't do that.
No.
Just keep it on.
There's people that do it, or and this is a whole other topic, but there's people who are circumcised who want it back, so they start like stretching it out to kind of get their
Why do they want it back?
I don't know, I guess for the sensoriness of it. I have no idea.
Some people prefer it. Some people do like it.
But I couldn't imagine going, that's a lot, like stretching it every day to kind of have it back.
Do you have to reveal to your partner before if you are or not?
No, I feel like it's always a surprise. Like opening like a little, remember those little eggs, like the chocolate eggs that have the toys in it? what's inside?
Kinder.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the worst surprise though. I feel like you should disclose that. I used to on dating apps towards the end of my dating app career. I was ask people because I'm like, I don't need a surprise, and like it's just not my thing. But some people really prefer it. So just know if you have skin, like some people actually like love it.
Yeah, some people have a preference.
Yeah, so nothing wrong. I had a couple surprises. I just didn't know what to do with it, to be
I get
honest.
that,
so I was like,
yeah.
okay. But you learn it. If you love someone, I guess you could learn it. But I think you should have to disclose it. You know what I mean?
On like the hookup apps, it's like or the gay hookup apps, it's like age, height, interests, cut or uncut.
Good. They should do that for the hetero ones too. I guess girls, you could also be surprised. I guess it's just a surprise, but
Well, is it really that big of a deal for a girl? Like,
for me, it kind of is. I
I feel
think
like it helps to be mentally prepared for it, for sure.
for sure. Yeah. I tell people mine's like meaty before I tell them before I meet. I'm like, just so you know, because you don't want to be the catfish, right? So you're just like, I have a meaty, whatever, so just so they're aware.
And then you don't want to like have the moment, and then the other your partner or hookup, whatever, is like puzzled, and like there's like the hesitancy. It's like, oh, what do I do with that? It's like
I've had that happen. I think that's why I had that happen once. And I remember someone pushing on the wrong thing. I'm like, that's just fat. That's not anything to push on. But if you want to push there, you can. So I didn't know. You don't know what to compare yourself to. So, when you're young, you don't know. But I just always had more of a thick V than other girls. Some girls just don't have anything there. And I'm always just like, okay, so yeah. Anyways, just one person just not know. And I was like, okay. Anyways, I guess you shouldn't have to disclose it. But just know that everyone loves everything. Like no matter what type of V or P you have, like people love a lot. People like a little. People like everything.
Yeah.
Extras, not extras.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't care. Some people are just like, whatever, just give me a hole. Mostly men. I think men are less picky.
Yeah. I don't think I'm only picky about it being too much. Like then I'm just like, oh my God. That's
really?
Because then it's just work. It's like too much work.
Really?
Yeah. If it's too big, it's like,
I don't
because then
think
every time you like do anything, it's just like exhausting almost. Like it's then it becomes a real job. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything humongous. Like, I don't know. To me, I've never. That's why they're all kind of the same to me. I've seen some little, but I haven't seen anything like whoa.
I think I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's just like,
Huh.
And then there was one time I literally was just like, I can't do this, and then I just like left because it was too much.
Ooh, that person probably has a complex.
So I'm like,
I've had some people leave, stop halfway through. I've had that happen.
I guess it's a good compliment though. Like,
you're saying that? Okay.
Because I'm like, it's too much for me, but I'm sure for like 80% of the gays out there, they'll
love
just
it.
enough.
And you left.
Yeah.
I've had someone leave mid, and they just like, I'm not into it. I was like, oh, okay.
That's sad, right? Yeah. That's like, oh my God.
Oh, that was bad. And I drove to Venice. It was so far, and I was like, I was just so. I don't know. I felt so ugly on the way home. You know what it was? I ate chicken wings beforehand, and I thought I didn't feel my best. So I was like, maybe that was it. I was like tinier back then, but yeah, it's always embarrassing. But I mean, what do you do? I guess if you're not feeling it, you should stop. You know what I mean? But
you can't really fake it.
I always just give a sympathy. I'm just like, okay, finally, just.
You gotta have to commit. I'm like the same. Mostly like out of like I don't know how to get out of it. That one I just my body. I couldn't like. There's only so much. Like I have a gag reflex, so I'm like
Oh well, you're very generous to do that with casual. No casuals got that from me. I'm I gotta really know you before that.
We really circumnavigated.
Yeah,
but I
we
guess
circumnavigated the circumcision.
Yeah, we can reverse the circumnavigation.
John Cena does a little circumcision in Ricky
that's how we did.
Yeah. It's so good. That movie's so good. That's my new idol. I'm just going to be obsessed with that movie.
But I was going to say, because when you said there's some people you forget, I was watching clips from Jeff FM, and he had Matt King on, and he was talking about how you forgot about him.
But did I?
Well,
No.
there is two ways. In one, and thinking your interview with Jeff, like on Just Trish, he brought up Matt King, and you said, "Who's Matt King?" And it took you a second, and you're like, "Oh, the blonde one." So it took you a second.
Yeah, okay. When I saw his picture, I was like, okay, I know that person.
Well, then, so that's
Oh.
when you saw the photo, that was on his. So then you saw the photo, and then you actually knew him. So Matt was confused.
But it was the same show, same clip.
It was, well, you did Just Trish first.
On Just Trish, I'm like, who's that?
Yes. And then on Jeff FM, then he had the photo, and then you recognized Matt King.
What did Matt King say?
He was laughing about it. He's like, how did Trisha not know me? And then she knew me. But they were just talking about how much they like you. So that's very nice. Yeah.
Full circle right there. That's interesting. So they were on Jeff FM, but they're still tight with the Vlog Squad, I think.
Yeah, so that was the whole
Ooh.
angle. It was Matt King and Mike. What's his last name? Mike Sheffield?
That one I don't know, for real.
He's
No idea.
he was in towards the late. You might have been gone already. He was like a later.
Yeah,
Vlog Squad
that
edition.
definitely. Matt King like rung a bell. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I kind of know, but
Because
not
even
really.
he was like when I was getting out.
Well, you don't know his name, so and you were a fan, so okay.
But yeah, they were talking about how you're funny and how they like you. But they
Thanks.
were like setting aside like it was actually kind of interesting because they were even talking about like the court case, and Matt was like, well, if we have to go to court, like of course I'm going to be on your side, which is interesting because he is still close with
Zane and Heath, right?
Yeah, he still does. I mean, he does all their podcasts. I think he still does like
He does
Carly and
everybody.
Aaron's, like
He's on everybody's podcast. No, I really did like Matt King. Yeah, no, when I saw the picture and like that stuff, I did, and I did see a clip, but it wasn't. It didn't show the full thing. But I did see a clip of that, and I was like, oh yeah, no, he was always nice. I said that, and he's always been on the right side of things. I feel he was in the Ava "Literally My Life" music video.
Was he really?
He was in the backseat of the G-Wagon.
Wow, he's
Yeah.
another one that's kind of been around
Everywhere.
at different points of history.
He's also a musical theater fan. He knows like Dear Evan Hansen, and he would sing all the songs. Him and Zayn knew that. That was when I first met them. I remember they knew all the songs. So wonderful. Can they come on Just Trish?
That's what I was
Do you think they
thinking. I think Matt would.
Yeah. Oh
That
my
would be
God, let's reach
interesting.
out. Let's talk about your 10,000 podcasts that you do.
It actually is interesting. Like
Why do you do
how
so
have so
many?
many? How do you have so many things to talk
He
about?
also used to get a lot of brand deals. I remember he would get like literally like $60,000 brand deals.
What?
Yeah, and it was always like for Verizon and like Gator, like all these big
I
companies.
do remember his Verizon era, like on
Yeah.
Instagram. He
Yeah.
always had Verizon ads,
And it was always so much money, and I was like, how are you getting
that
these?
is wild. You're right.
I would love.
That's a story we have to investigate for sure. Is he like married or something now, or does he have a girlfriend? I feel like I saw him with a girl.
Really?
but, yeah.
I don't know any of their. I think it might have been on Jeff FM. He is saying all the vlog squads on Snapchat because they're all hiding over there because there's no comments section.
It's kind of
Because I don't see anything that anyone does.
true, yeah.
To me, I love it. To me, that's eternal sunshine in my mind because I'm like, I don't know anything that's happening with them. I truly forget. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like I forget when I was talking with our vlog squad member coming up this week, I was like, oh my God, it's like so many memories unlocked because I was like, I forgot about that person.
Yeah, it is interesting. Because then I'll see like screenshots of their Snapchats and stuff, and then I remember I was like, oh yeah, and they're probably making so much money on Snapchat, which is, whatever. But
I think I'm getting back on Snapchat. I think I've got my aunt. Yeah, I had this company that I worked with before, and they're like, we're super tight with Snapchat. We want you on. I was like, oh, yes, absolutely. Give me that 1K a day. They said they make like people make $1,000 to $2,000 a day snapping. I was like,
you would honestly slay it too
because I'm
you're
always
so good.
stories. My Instagram stories are popping, and I really go everything we do. I'm like, let me take a picture. This. Like, I love it. I get a lot of interaction on my Instagram stories. That's why I like to do it. Like, that's where we get the most click throughs for our podcast, our Patreon. It's always through Instagram
I love
stories.
that.
So I might be back on Snapchat. Hopefully we get good news this week. But yeah, it's better that they're on there, I guess. And just see. Matt King is everywhere. He was also on the Fanita. Bottoms Up with Fanita.
Oh yeah,
It's like random. I was like, okay.
How is he doing it?
I don't know.
I have a lot of questions for him too. Mostly, actually, not that many. Like
I have so many. And also, like, it would be weird to think of like a vlog squad member being married because they were all just so bro-y that just like love to hang out with each other. And it's like, how do you get married from that?
is he
gay?
Heath's engaged, I think, right?
Heath?
I think.
Oh yeah, they've been together. I did watch Unfiltered for a little while. They've been together a long time. Like
Yeah.
I would like back when I was in that group, they were together.
I think they got engaged. I could definitely be wrong because I don't like really keep up like that. I feel like I just see a lot of stuff on accident, but then it'll like pop up in my algorithm and then I'll read the post like talking
And
about
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
Heath and
kind of
Zayn,
absorb it, but
I think they still get views. I don't know.
oh, I think they
I
definitely.
never really got it. I never really got their banter.
I haven't. Yeah.
They're like canceled, but like boring because they have no stories like that are fun to tell, or they don't tell the fun stories anyways. Zayn used to, and now he's all like, "I'm healthy and this and that." It's like, okay, everyone's just trying to erase their past. At least Hannah and Brooke can still be messy, and I like that.
Yeah, he is super. Zayn is super ripped now. With
Crazy.
like, yeah.
I think it's just diet and exercise. No speculation. Well, speculation. I don't know any facts, but
I looked a little bit into like the program and like the
Zila Fitness.
yeah, and I guess it's like it's some people say it's like crash dieting, whatever, but it seems to be like a 6-month program. So it seems I don't know if it's specifically crash dieting, but it's like you have to really stick with it because there's some that haven't, and then like everyone comments, which is so sad.
Who didn't? Who didn't stick with it?
Well, I saw a post specifically. I feel bad. This isn't body shaming. I just saw a post about it. Like someone specifically was saying like Natalie because she like like went really like in on the program, but then I guess people said like, oh, well, she like vlogs stuff like or snaps herself like eating McDonald's for breakfast and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I think that's just the case. Like, you can't have like a ripped body.
Yeah.
Everyone always says that. They always says it's all diet.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously exercise too, but it's like
a lot diet.
yeah, a lot of diet.
Yeah.
They're like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you eat something bad, you just can't have that ripped body.
Yeah.
Which, in my personal opinion, I don't think girls should have ripped bodies, anyways. I don't think so. I'm like good if you have it, but I like just
yeah. But I guess that is the pressure though when you do like a whole like documentary that's like about your weight loss
keep
and
it?
stuff. Yeah, I
would do it and I'd gain it back right away. I'd be like,
I'd be like,
actually, I wouldn't even do it. I don't think I've ever lost weight. I'm always like Zayn would inspire me because he has always talked about like he's never in the mindset to lose weight and stuff like that, and that's me. So I guess. But I don't know. Maybe someone paid me $1 million. Maybe. Shout out to our next sponsor, Home Chef. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Home Chef experience is one to not be missed. I have loved this. I am 7 months pregnant. I love to cook, but I cannot stand on my feet for hours at a time. So the Home Chef meal experience is amazing. It's gourmet, it's tasty, it's easy to do. You know, I love my meal kits. Being able to feast on a delicious meal without the long prep and cook times is what drew me to Home Chef over the other guys. Home Chef's meals are effortless, even for someone like me who isn't making it on Top Chef anytime soon. This is really a foolproof way to cook at home. It's good ingredients. It's fresh. They curate it for you. So you don't have to go to the store and be like, what am I supposed to buy? Everything's right there. Easy to make, easy to follow instructions. It is so tasty. And I am super, super picky with my meals. And this is what we have been living off of literally for the past weeks. They are so, so delicious. We love making them. As soon as we get our Home Chef in the mail, that's the first thing we're having for dinner. Home Chef provides fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently delivered to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Whether you prefer classic meal kits, pre-proportioned ingredients and easy instructions, speedy recipes ready in less than 30 minutes, oven-ready kits with pre-chopped ingredients, or quick microwave meals that assemble in minutes, Home Chef has you and the entire family covered for delicious meals without the hassle. Home Chef has over 30 options a week and serves a variety of dietary needs, so you don't have to worry about what to make ahead of time. Not only is it convenient, but it's economical too. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries, and you guys know we talked about this, saving money by eating at home. Even with these meal kits, you are still saving money from, all those expedited fees and all those service fees that you get when ordering out. You get it fresh, you get it hot. It's not just sitting there, it's not cold. This is really, really, really a game changer. I was so excited when we got this sponsor because I've been wanting to try meal kits for so long, and they actually are so delicious. They have pastas. You can kind of choose and pick what works for you, but it actually gets me to eat a little more vegetables. Yes, there was a little broccoli. I picked a little bit away, but you know what? I ate some of that and it wasn't bad. It's also good for your whole family. So if you have kids, if you have other, a whole expenditure of taste buds just raveling. It's just so, so, so good. Highly, highly recommend Home Chef. It's super fun to get in the mail. It's all really, really fresh and easy. And you have to think about it. Someone who thinks about food all the time, like, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? Or lately it's been, I don't want to eat anything. Nothing sounds good. And it's true. Nothing sounds good when I go out to eat. Having something new and fun to try is great. Home Chef brings you that experience right to your doorstep. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 18 free meals, plus free shipping on your first box and free dessert for life at homechef.com/Trish. That's homechef.com/TRISH. That's homechef.com/Trish for 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Okay. Homechef.com/Trish. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. Who doesn't want free dessert? Shout out Home Chef. Thank you so much for sponsoring you guys. Check them out. You won't regret it. Save money, save time, enjoy tasty meals. You deserve it. Shout out to Home Chef. Check it out in the description below. I once did a Hydroxycut campaign. They were offering me, and this was like a long time ago, like 2009. They were offering me like 30,000 or something back then. And it was just through like LA Casting. It wasn't because I was an influencer. It was just like an audition thing that I went to. And I had to lose 30 pounds for $30,000 and I couldn't do it.
Really?
It was
that's
so
hard.
sad.
That's really hard.
Is it though? I feel like 30 people lose 100 pounds. How could I not lose 30?
I mean, it depends on like your metabolism and all that stuff too.
This was 2009. I was 21 years old.
I mean, but it doesn't matter like age even. It's just
Yeah.
like, like genetically.
I can never lose weight.
Like
it was
some
so
people
sad.
can never gain weight. It's really crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The never gaining weight.
I know.
I mean, yeah, I guess for $1 million, but like you said, like, what if you just can't? What if your body just like physically is like, I'm not losing weight. Like, you're gonna be this build forever.
That's it, I guess. You gotta just.
I feel like that's been me when I've gone on diets too. I feel like I've done the water fasts, and I lose like 15 pounds, but I still look chubby. You know what I mean?
Some people are just literally built different.
What do they call them? Big boned.
Yeah,
I'm a little big boned. I wonder if I am.
David is doing the Zila next, I heard. Well, I think
I would
he posted a little teaser.
The day he posts his shirtless ones. I mean, honestly, no, seriously, like, hopefully he does. Like, health is obviously great. But I wonder if it is just diet and, because I just, so many people do Ozempic now or just weight loss assistance and stuff like that. So I wonder, or even supplements, like, what is it? Testosterone. What makes you big? Steroids?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like just so many people do it. Was it in Ricky Sinecki that he said he took steroids?
I did. He did take steroids in the movie.
What was the line?
Not the pop quiz.
No, because he was drinking alcohol, and then the guy was like, "Do you mind me asking, like, how are you so ripped if you're a raging alcoholic?" It's like, "Oh, the roids," something like that.
That was good. I couldn't remember the context. I'm like, I feel like he said that. Okay, good job. He said he never heard of David Dobrik, and I was like, I get that. Because what were we talking about?
Because I think it was an age thing. Like, I wasn't in college at the time that college people watched him. So it was
No, but you were watching YouTube.
But it's very like young,
right.
like,
But it's
I see, a different audience. I know,
we're
because some of
just
the
talking
people...
about the difference between being a YouTuber and watching YouTube.
He was telling me some people that were like so big on YouTube, and I was like, were they big? 'Cause there was that era I watched everybody. I knew everybody. It was like 2015 or something like that. It's like, were they even big? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I never heard of those people. But I guess there's just so many like corners of the world.
Yeah, especially now. There's so many that literally have like millions of views. Like the Minecraft
Crazy.
gamers that are getting canceled. They're all so big, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't heard of
Wait,
it.
why are they getting canceled again?
Oh my god, it's like there's.
Did we talk about it? I forgot.
No,
Oh.
it's like it's just like layered, and I don't fully even know about.
But like general
the
essay
well,
racism.
it's-
What is it?
And Dream, right? So it's like I guess he has like a clique.
Does Shane Dawson look like?
Yes.
Yes.
And so it's a lot of like these really popular like Minecraft boys, but like one of the bigger ones, I'm trying to remember if it's I think it's just abuse, not like essay. I think it's just abuse.
Okay.
His like girlfriend, who is one of Joey's like best friends,
It
Shelby.
all ties back to Joey
I know.
Graceffa.
That's why I saw this name trending. I was like, Shovel, because I like,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Okay. Shovel.
And she came out like with this really sad story about her ex Wilbur, who was
Oh my
like, just, like
God.
abusing her. But he's
Oh my
like very
God.
popular. It's like the One Direction of gamers, like this group,
Oh my.
Wilbur suit.
Wait, I think I saw. Was it at VidCon or no?
No, that's another one that came out. So like more and more kids coming out about this group. And I think George is not found. It was like the VidCon, and something came out about a fan being 18 years old or just turned 18. And
And they said, did they say freshly turned 18? Someone said freshly turned 18. I was like,
yeah, the girl said that about herself. Like she had just turned 18.
oh, she said it.
Yeah.
There was a podcast. I want to say it was like Dropouts though, and the guy was like, she freshly turned 18, and I was like, why would you say freshly? That's
I think
so
she
weird.
referred to herself.
Oh,
and,
okay.
yeah. As far as I know.
Well, that makes sense to set it up. But I swear I saw a clip of a guy talking about it, and I was like, why would you say that? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Twitter, I saw a lot about the subject. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And there was one clip of somebody in a car kind of talking to another guy about like, oh, didn't you cover up something?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh my
What?
god. Yeah, it's a shady little group.
Yeah, the young male influencers are all shady.
Especially like Minecraft gamers. I'm like,
We do not want to get in that world.
I
We
know.
talked about Minecraft, and I was like, maybe that leads you. It's like a gateway drug. It leads you into doing some weird shit like that.
I think especially because like this is literally all just me projection speculation, but like if you're like a little nerdy boy and all of a sudden like you kind of have some like internet fame and like a lot of girls think you're cute, it's like I feel like it can get a little crazy mentally, you know?
I saw a meme. It was like the "Don't tell your parents we're friends" starter pack, and it was like a lot of guys I didn't recognize. Some of the guys I recognized, obviously from back in the day, and I was just like, oh my god, this gives me so much ick. It's all the guys with like a sideswept bang, and it was just like, yeah, the ones being friends with their fans at like 14 years old. You're like, ew.
It's odd, and like all the allegations and stuff coming out. I'm
okay.
like, ooh, it's crazy, and I don't know.
Good for the girls for saying stuff. I feel like back in the day you would say stuff, but even the comments of that one girl I was talking about the VidCon, like so many of the comment sections did not pass the vibe check, as they would say. Like so many people were like blaming her. They're like, well, what did you think if you went up to the room? Blah, blah. I was like, you know, it's like kind of sucks, but I'm glad that people are talking about it.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, well, I know specifically with like Shelby's or Shelbles.
I love the name.
I know,
the
it's cute. And
where is that, or that's her username?
That's her username, and like
Shovels.
On the internet, she's Shovel. But
that's cute. Oh God, sorry. I have no abs, and trying to get this leg up now is so hard. Oh, bending over just is not a thing anymore. Okay, we need to get a step stool or something because I can't move. Okay, sorry. If you guys watch close enough, the baby's kicking in there. I wonder if I can see.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like she's been kicking a lot. And some people on TikTok will say, like, oh, I see her on, like, the right side or something
That's
like that.
That's a fun game.
So.
Watch everything back and see if
we get 10 million views on this.
Yeah, she moves a lot compared to Malibu.
She moves all the time.
Like, Malibu hardly moved.
No, she moves literally all the time, and it's actually so crazy. And I always think, I wonder if you can see it. Like, today's tighter today, and I was like, maybe they can, because people on TikTok say it. They're like, oh, I see this, that. Watch it. She be kicking.
Little dancer.
Yeah. Oh my God. Maybe she'll be athletic. Malibu is very athletic, and that is definitely not for me. But she did a pull-up the other day.
What?
She's 1.5 years old and did a pull-up.
Oh my God.
That was crazy. And then they do these handstand things, and she like just, they obviously assist with that, but she just goes straight up, puts her legs straight up. I'm like, how does she know how to do that?
Everyone else, see my nephew in that class, because I also forget that they're like around the same age too, because he is just so much smaller. Like
Yeah, I'm like, I always think that. I'm like, are the other baby small, or is she just like really tall for her age?
No, in the class, she's one of the youngest, and she's the tallest.
She's so tall.
From all the boys and the girls, there's not one kid that's taller than her.
Even on Moses, she comes down past his hips. I'm like, that is a tall baby. I don't know where that came from.
She talks the most. Like, she has the biggest vocabulary.
Well, now we're just bragging. And now it's just like, wow, she says the most words.
Just facts. I'm just fact checking over here. It's all true.
Moses be like that. I'm telling you, he'll hype up anything. Like she talks the most. She's the teacher's pet. They use her as an example. We love, but sometimes got to tone it back a little bit. Oh, wow. That was so Zila. Are we getting on that?
I feel like we would suck on it, I think. I feel like
I would suck on it.
I would suck on it. I hate like the really strict. Like,
yeah.
It's just, I'm just not about it. But
yeah, I can't either. Yeah.
I'm like gaining weight on Ozempic because I'm not like all about it, but whatever.
I think you said it has like a better, you feel better on it, like with controlling food and stuff. So
yeah.
I think that is a big thing. I think if I had like a more control of my food, now I do get full all the time. It's great, but I always worry about after I'm pregnant. I am full. Nothing ever sounds good.
I guess we'll see your fitness era post.
Oh my God.
We'll start our own little fitness.
Our own Zila.
Yeah.
We'll be Tila.
Your whole TikTok was about like walking.
Oh my God. My whole TikTok is like, I lost so much weight while walking. If you walk every day, you'll lose so much weight. And I kept seeing it over and over. I was like, what? Did you put that in my phone? Because Moses loves to walk. I was like, all of a sudden I was like, no, I can't even walk right now. That's not even a possibility. Oh my God. Can't even walk anywhere. I physically cannot breathe. Everything's like so high up there, but afterwards we'll walk. We walked so much after my last pregnancy. I was like skinny mini, so we'll get back to it. Just right now I'm just laying in bed. I'm bed rotting, as they call it. I love that term. I wish they had that before I had kids, because that's what I would love to do, is just bed rot.
It used to be a couch potato. That used to be the saying.
Not as cute, for sure.
Yeah, definitely not a couch potato. Moses never was. He never liked laying in bed. He never liked just doing nothing, even before Malibu. And I just loved it so much. And I had to tell him, I'm like, I just need a day sometimes where I just like lay in bed and do nothing. But he's very not that. He has to be up every day, get dressed, do something.
Yeah, I am.
It's a beautiful day
too.
outside. What?
You have to get up. You have to go out every day.
Not out, but I feel like I have to be doing something productive. I think I just got conditioned because I just always had something that like literally needed to be done. So now when I like have time where I can just do nothing, I feel like, oh my God, I feel like I have to be doing something else.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't just have a whole day where you do nothing?
I don't think so, because I'll just like kind of spiral a little bit. Because really, realistically, there's always something I like can and probably should do. You know,
Yeah.
like there's always something to work on.
I think you just need a day sometimes to just
I probably should
regroup.
start. Yeah.
It feels
Maybe
so good.
put that in the Tila, in your Tila program, like a day.
Yeah, just a day of rest. There was one day I had a couple days because like when I was sick, I was like I just had a couple days where I just like laid in bed. We would go out to eat breakfast in the morning. I came back, took a nap, and Malibu was taking long naps with me too. We were taking like 3.5 hour long naps, and then we'd wake up. It'd be like dinner time. I was like, all right,
That
let's
does
eat
sound
dinner.
pretty amazing.
It was great. And then we'd watch TV shows at like 5 o'clock, and it just to me, I just need those days. It just feels so good. Maybe after I'm done being pregnant, maybe I'll get more energy. I hope so. I'm like so tired all the time now.
I'm sure like hosting Life. I mean, look at like Bella Swan when she was pregnant. She was like so tired. So I can
But
imagine.
she was so skinny.
That was sucking her blood, but
Really? Is that why?
yeah, I think so. So yours is
Oh.
just Elvis is just like energy sucking, I guess, which is better than.
Very much so. It's just like a little tired. I always feel so bad. I try to give a little bit of energy out there, but I'm always, after this, I take the wig off. I'm just like, I just lay in bed. And I'm just like, I have to prepare for my interview tomorrow. But other than that, I think that's my day. Do you go home? What do you do? Do we talk about this when you go home?
Well, now that we have Jimmy, now it's
Shout out
like
Jimmy, our new editor.
I will go home, transfer the footage, and then I like do like the B-roll stuff. So like I'm organizing the B-roll for him so that way he can just go faster because it is like a tight turnaround, you know.
It is.
So
Shout out Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's the best. This is so random, but he.
Oh, no.
I was just trying to send me like he's like, oh, I made this meme in my TikTok like a year ago, and it's like you driving. He's like made memes of you in the past. And
Wait,
it's
like
Jimmy,
me driving down the tunnel?
Yes, he put you in Mario Kart, and he had like all the graphics and stuff. I'm
Oh
like, Jimmy, you've been
God.
hiding this from us.
Wait, what? What do you know his? I mean, you don't have to say it, but what's his TikTok?
He'll put it because he sent me the
Yeah.
TikTok, and he's like, I just need an excuse. Whenever you talk about driving, I'm gonna put this in. So
Shout out
Shout out
Jimmy
Jimmy.
with the
B-roll.
memes.
I'm like, Jimmy, you
Just
were
the B-roll.
perfect. It's like the perfect
Oh,
bit.
I
Yeah.
love. No, it is. It's like it's so hard because I get so many inquiries. Like, I can help you edit videos. I can help you with this. I can do this. And it's like I don't trust anyone. I'm like, I don't know you, but it's like good when you like know someone and have that connection, and then it's like, and then you find out like they also are.
Yeah. And
fan of what you do.
Local is like the
Local's
big.
great.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's so hard. I really was like stressing. I was like, I don't know if we can find another editor
Local and
ever.
gay is hard to, yeah, and knows how to edit.
Local-
Local gay knows how to edit.
Especially gays in the valley, they're hard to find.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're usually in the WeHo area. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I wonder if that's probably you can't probably do that. I was gonna say to work for me you have to be gay, but maybe that's like the opposite of discrimination. I wonder. What if you just have a company that you only want to hire non-straights?
I feel like maybe you can't say that in a job listing, but you can kind of do it on the DL, I guess. Unless then the straight person interviews and then like presses charges or something. Then I feel like that's a
Right. Well, that's
a
why we won't
slippery
hire
slope.
anyone. Yeah.
We have no like openings
Yeah.
officially. Yeah.
I actually don't know. Well, we have Moses as a straight, and who
True,
else? We have
yeah.
some other straight people.
I don't
Oh, my
know.
photographer, Isaiah.
Yeah, I mean, no, you definitely have people that work
Are
for
hetero.
you. Yeah, and some females that are hetero.
Oh, that's right.
But for me, I'm not consider like I think it's important to identify that I identify as water.
Right. You don't. Right. That's true. You do not have an I.
'Cause, yeah,
You
because
don't
even
have-
when you talked about the whole queer thing, it's like, oh, but I'm married to a straight
Straight.
man.
You don't
Oh.
identify. That's right. Sorry. Don't mean to put that label on you.
Because I think because I think that's part of why you
Yeah, I agree.
liked me.
That is very true. That's true. But everyone has to come across either where people are like, I label you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just
You're
something
open.
that most people are not used to it, so they either think it's funny or a joke or not. They don't take it
Yeah.
seriously, even though it's been like a
He's-
decade
yeah.
now that I identify that way. But
He doesn't like gender or sexual orientation labels. So
or
you're right.
nationality or anything. So over
Very
time,
true.
I think over time people will.
You're right. Thanks for the correction on that. No, you always have been, but I never want to like put you out there like that. But I love that you love being out there like that. So he's open.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. We're proud. We're proud open over here. I have the same way.
You gotta make him a little trophy for that.
Oh my God, yes. You're the non-identifiable.
Just like water, transparent.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Love that. That was beautiful. Me too. I love it, yes, but I don't like labels at all. I never did. That's why I just, everyone just, be you. But I guess if you want to label, you can be labeled. But who wants to identify as a straight man, to be honest? You're right. It's kind of insulting, actually. It's kind of like, oh, don't put me in that category. You told it. Thanks, Moses. We just need to, yeah, maybe a lesbian we need to get on here or something like that on the crew.
Yeah.
I know some lesbians.
Yeah. I don't know if I do.
Really?
But I only have like 5
No friends.
So yeah.
I don't think you told me you had no friends, and now you have all these friends.
Well,
you have Matt, Dan,
Matt,
Pat. Right? Did you say that was your friend?
David Alvarez, my Oomphy.
Yeah. And Matt Pat from FNAF.
I've never met that man.
You knew him.
I've never met Matt Pat.
Oh, you literally talk about him like he's your friend. I swear you said that. Didn't he? Am I like
Yeah,
making
we
this
thought
up?
I invited him to the circumcision or something, but
Who? Matt Pat?
The circumcision part.
Matt Pat, I thought you were friends. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, that is funny.
Shout out Matt Pat. We'll have you on the podcast too, right?
Yeah.
He's not getting canceled.
No, I think his official retirement just happened.
Oh, that's
I
right.
believe. Like his last episode of Game Theory just happened.
Crazy. What is it? Just a game.
And that's just a theory.
Oh, that's just a theory. I heard your voice. I just didn't know what it's
theory.
Game theory.
Yeah, come on down, Matt Pat. I'm
I
sure
love it.
his first post-retirement project is
Just Trish interview. God, what are people doing? I just love where are they now with YouTubers? Like, what do they do
it is
after
interesting.
YouTube? What is there?
We should do an episode where we just like when Dateline or whatever, they profile and they do these like exposés where they spend like a month researching. That could be us one day.
I feel like that's what Anthony Padilla does.
Oh, you're so right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you like do deep dives
You're
into those people.
so right. Well, ours would be like a superficial. It'll be like 24 hours.
Yeah, I like that better. And
Or maybe less than that. Maybe like 3.
And you have your degree. I don't think he has his journalistic degree.
Oh, T.
So
I
that
do.
gives us a little elevated. I
Yeah.
just found out Oscar went to college like last week.
I
I was
love
like,
that
wow. We went and had Korean fried cheese right next to his school.
Literally.
I was like, that's so cool. We saw his college. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I know. I kind of forget I have a degree sometimes too. I guess
That's
because I
crazy.
never went to graduation because like I was already working when my graduation happened. So
Yeah.
I
So
just never had time to.
You
go
don't
to
think about it.
graduation.
You said you went straight to Access Hollywood. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I worked right after college. I hope I have a diploma. I honestly have no idea. I'm
to pay
sure
for
I have
one?
one somewhere. I have literally no clue.
I don't think I have a diploma from high school.
I don't know if I do either.
I didn't go to my graduation. Or did I go? Maybe I went and then I left after. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Block it all out.
That's another eternal sunshine.
Eternal sunshine. My high school is my eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Oh, yeah. Well.
Should we redo the circumnavigation back to cancel?
Sure, yeah.
We've gone through like 10 segues.
I know. We have so much. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, there's so many.
the tour will be over soon.
Yeah, right. Actually, I want to try to get them here in their little break because I know they're taking like a break and then going back on tour.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get them in there.
We have
Both
to.
of them.
Yeah.
They'll both fit on that chair. Yeah.
Yeah. The Matt Rife thing, I thought was kind of iconic when Brooke finally had all the girls together.
Yeah, I saw it, but did you see what they talked about or anything?
Well, it's for the show, but they talked about like their Matt Rife like icks and stuff and how they all bonded or whatever.
The comments were so gross on TikTok. I mean, there's so many like Matt Rife stands that are like, wow, these girls are obsessed much, like living in his mind rent free. Like him and his girlfriend are laughing at you guys. Like so weird. I was like, where'd all these Matt Rife stands come from? Like no one's on his side.
I know, like he does have
like,
shooters,
pays.
which is crazy. Like
He does what?
He does have shooters, which is like
Yeah, right. PP.
But and I even some like cancel people, I've saw some girls have that angle, but I think it's how you think about it because for me it's like kind of more of like a cool like girl power feminist angle. It's like, okay, all these girls who I think maybe if it was like 5 years ago, whatever, like a different societal time, you know, like they would hate each other, but the fact that they were all able to like become friends instead of like compete with each other and kind of just like poke fun at the fact that they were all kind of just like bamboozled by this man, you know, like they're just like kind of reclaiming it, which I think is
I
cool.
love it. I love it so much. And just like seeing all them on stage, you're like, what was this guy doing? How did he get time to even do stand up? Like he was literally just like texting all these girls that like acting like they were girlfriends and dating and like all this, like, it's crazy. They all look exactly the same in like the best way possible, meaning like they all had their baggy jeans with their little tiny waists and their crop tops and beautiful hair. And I'm like, they just looked like super. And people said that too. They're like, wow, damn, he got a lot of girls. You know what I mean? Like they all look gorge. I think it's so good. I love that so much. It's like, did any of the other ones come public ever with their story after Brooke? Did anyone make a story time after it?
I think a few of them made TikToks around the same, around the time that it was all coming out, like all the MR stuff. Yeah.
And that was only the ones they knew about, you know, that's like 5
True.
or 6. There's
Who
probably
knows
more.
who else is like,
It's crazy. It's like actually kind of wild. And it's like, yeah, especially when you're that age, like in your 20s, it's like all that stuff feels so real, and it probably is. Like, not saying that they don't feel that real, but it's like that stuff feels so real. And so when you do get played like that, you're so upset and so mad, as you should be. And like in your 20s, you're just like, man, you wasted my time, you wasted my energy, like all this stuff. It's like so annoying. And it's like, I love the age of social media where you can expose people. Like, that's what I loved. I wish I would have gone about it a different way, like a classier way, like Brooke does, you know, where it's just like I'm not like so angry and aggressive. I think my exposing videos would have come out a lot better. But like hindsight, I'm like, it was all the same thing. It's like these guys treated you so, they act like they're going to marry you. In my case, like the people I dated, these actors would be like, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to have babies with you, all stuff like that. And it's like, and then when I did the exposed videos on them, they acted like I was the problem. Like, what are you doing? You're ruining my career. And I was like, well, you wasted 2 years of my life, like saying we're going to have babies and get married. And meanwhile, you have a whole wife, you know what I mean? So I kind of live for the fact that it's not only become acceptable, but it's kind of like a trend on TikTok to like put this exposing videos out. Because when people do things like that, like that's just the day. It's not even like, oh, he didn't like you, he didn't want you. It's like, no, you were like leading all these people on. I mean, clearly we just know from Brooke's case, it's like basically saying he's in love with her, you know, taking her on Valentine's Day is like obviously leading her on. Meanwhile, having a whole ass girlfriend or like a whole ass other girlfriends, like 5 of them.
And there's that element, and then there's also like going on different like platforms and then like boasting about girls and stuff and what parts of their bodies you don't like and all this stuff, but then like having this big alpha male persona, but then like being such a cowardly like little boy, like
oh yeah,
scenes,
can't handle it, like texting them and stuff, like privately photoshopping your stuff. It's like you're just such a little coward. It's like at least own up to it, like you did all this. Like, it's just not cool for anyone. And it's like, I get it, he like doesn't have a dad and stuff like that, and like that's sad, but like that's still like not cool to do to people. And now maybe he knows, and I do think it does get to them. I will say this, like I feel like eventually, I know Matt's still young, but like the guys that I had like exposing videos on in my early 20s, I feel like they eventually learn, because then you stop hearing crappy stories about them. Either that or they just, you know, whatever, they settle down or whatever like that. But it's like, I think they do understand the gravity of social media and like how you're not supposed to like hurt people, because now you'll have consequences to your actions. Where back in the day you could like cheat on someone and no one would know, and it's like, whatever, sorry, your feelings are hurt, sorry I was married and didn't tell you, sorry it was this or whatever. It's like whatever. Now it's like, no, there's consequences for your actions. And I think there's really nothing wrong with that, to be honest, because it's not like they commit a crime so you can't like take them to court. But what's like an equivalent of that is like social media justice, you know what I mean? And people and I don't think it's life ruining, because you ruin someone's life. Like if you lie to someone and manipulate someone, like you're ruining their life and their like mental health. Like you should also have some accountability taken. So when I look back at my exposed videos, especially in my early 20s, I'm just like, I kind of don't regret it.
Yeah, I mean, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Ooh, did you just come up with that? That's a good one.
No, that's like a classic quote too. Yeah,
I like that though. It sounds like something from the Hunger Games. It sounds good. I like it. You play stupid games.
It's funny that he has such crazy stands though. Like if you're such a big stand, then buy his tickets. Why are they $4?
I think they're bots. So many stands. I think he sends them.
Yeah, because like why else?
It is weird. I saw a lot of them on the same thing, and I was like, this is kind of odd. And like you said, his shows aren't selling out, so where are the stands?
Yeah, like where are you? I don't,
But then you see it. You'll see it like the Crystalia of it all too. When his whole exposing thing came out, it's like people get smart and they're like, oh yeah, this person's like kind of a creep actually, because people don't want to take accountability, and then it's like whatever, and then they think their life was ruined, but it's like you ruined your own life. That's what I hate so much. So it's like, I love that girls do this. I think they should continue doing this if you've been manipulated by a guy and like lied to, especially lied to. I think that's the thing, because like Brooke said she didn't know, like she said they weren't exclusive, but that he wasn't open about being with other people, because also that's just like unsanitary, and then you get like diseases and shit like that. And was it Brooke talking about having chlamydia? I think it was on Whitney, right?
Oh.
Yeah, she said twice, because I know, because I've always said I had chlamydia twice, which I had. I think probably more than that, actually, but I've always said, oh, I got chlamydia twice. And then I was like, I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I had chlamydia twice too. It was right, because I said it to you too. I was like, oh, me.
I think they also talked about it on the Tarayummy episode too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one yet. I gotta watch it. I gotta do my Tarayummy deep dive today.
Yeah. Tara has never had anything, but
wow. Yeah, well, she was in a relationship for 5 years.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She's like, I missed out on.
That's amazing. I gotta watch it.
Which reminds me, a perfect segue to the
Tarayummy.
She was.
I want to know why her name is Tarayummy. Do you know why?
No, that's actually another good question.
Has anyone asked
where
that
did the
yet?
yummy come? I'm sure someone has.
Why Tarayummy?
Where did the yummy come from?
But
I love it. It's cute.
Tarayummy, yeah, it's
really
cute.
cute.
I love it.
It really is crazy the like absolute blow up her career is like having within the past couple months.
I know, it's so
like
weird.
It really is fast. I think she was like at 1 million followers a couple, like maybe like 2 months ago. Now she's at 6 million on TikTok or something. That's crazy.
It is crazy, that whole group, because I will tell you, anytime I collab with Jake, Johnny, and Tara, the last time, I did 2 TikToks with them and literally went up 100,000 in 1 week, which is like so crazy because my number was going up so quick and I was like, that's wild. So I don't know what their effect is. I don't know what it is. It's just weird. It's like, I mean, they're entertaining, they're cute, but like there's so many cute, entertaining people. I guess because they're a little alternative, they're a little different. They all very like humble and I don't know. They all hang out at Barney's Beanery. Maybe we should go there and do some boots on the ground. Everyone's at Barney's.
It's like us in the corner, like
yeah. Barney's Beanery used to be for old people. I went on a date with Harlan Williams, this actor there, and I was just like, this is so old. And it was the one in Burbank by the Flappers Comedy Club. It's the one where I thought I was going on a date with Harlan Williams, and it was actually his friend that he was trying to send me. It was very awkward. So on a date with like his friend, but I didn't know his friend. I thought it was with him. It was really weird. And it was at Barney's Beanery, and that was back in like 2009. And I was like 21 and like everyone there was like 50. So I was like, is this like a cool? Anyways, it's back to being cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Jake and Johnny
Everyone's
are there.
always there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Tara is originally a Valley girl too. So
she is?
Yeah. I really did a little research on her.
Oh yeah, she lives by you actually now because she was telling me, she's like, oh yeah, I live so close to you. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. So
ooh.
I feel like maybe, I mean, I guess
maybe
I'm
know
older.
her.
I was gonna say maybe
you know her.
Have like similar like groups from like, you know, friends or from school or whatever, but I feel like she's younger, so maybe not. But.
I love that she lives with her mom. I saw her a little clip on BFFs and she says she lives with her mom now. And I was like, that is so smart. I wish I could live with like my mom. Actually, I did live with my mom when I was like 23. I lived with her from like 21 to like 25. And it was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I lived with
that.
my parents until 2021.
Wow.
Yeah. I lived on my own before that only for like 2 years, and then I went back to save money. It's so expensive.
Yeah, I love that. And even Tara's like, I have money for it. She just likes to be with her mom because her mom watches her dogs and she's like her friend. And I was just like, normalize that. I would love Malibu to stay with us forever. She can stay here.
Yeah.
And like, no hurry to kick her out.
Yeah.
That was weird to me. It actually felt a little unnatural to move out at 18. That seems so young.
Yeah. Like,
I'd be scared.
Me too. That's why I'm glad. Well, you did move. Oh, you did move.
Me, I was fine. But I mean, like, for her, I would be so nervous.
Yeah.
You just hear so many girls going on walks by themselves, like jogging, you know, in the middle of the day and they disappear. I don't know. All that stuff scares me so much. I'm like, please stay here for as long as possible.
I think area has a lot to do with it because, like, what I, like, for work-wise, like, career ambition-wise, when I was in college, like, what I wanted to do was, like, based in LA anyway, so that helped, too, because I lived, like, you know,
that's true.
Close-ish.
Yeah, if your family's in California, you can't get any better than that.
Yeah, that's a big plus. But
love the Tarayummy. What's her? Is she in controversy?
No, not controversy. She was just paparazzi'd. She's in her paparazzi era.
Love that.
On her date at Nobu Malibu with Landon Barker.
I saw that. Was that recent?
Yeah, I think a couple days ago. Over the weekend.
Wow,
yeah.
Tara. Oh my gosh. It was a date or just what?
It was, the paparazzi called it a date, so.
It was just them two?
Yeah.
I like that better than like the people they try to link her with, like Zach from Dropouts. Not that I don't like him, but it's like I think she needs someone a little more rock star vibes because she is rock star vibes. She's very like princess to me, like pop, bubblegum pop. I love her, and she doesn't like super bubbly. Like in person, I mean, her energy is like that's the only thing I'm a little worried. Her energy is like so high, and I like love it. That was like me when I was like 23, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But she is so like, oh, woo, 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 here we are, let's go, like just so excited, and I love that about her. So I think she needs someone like a rock star to match that energy. You know what I mean? She's like Pam Anderson vibes. So, interesting. I like that. I don't know anything about Landon,
but the vibe is there.
The vibe is there, like a little rock star vibe. Mm-hmm. I think that's cuter. Yeah, because Jake supposedly he was out with a girl, was dating. They were at Barney's Beanery. I won't say who. I can't confirm or deny. But yeah, I think that's good. I hope she stays single though because she's just like so hot right now. Yeah. And I feel like when you get in a relationship, again, I don't know Landon that much. I mean, obviously he would be good for her because he's high profile too, but keep those options open. Maybe, oh God, who could I see her with? I don't know any of the young people. I'm trying to think. Who's like a young, hot Timothy Chalamet? I heard he's done with Kylie. Maybe him and...
Really?
And she's kind of Kylie vibes, so... Yeah. Ooh, that'd be cute. Her and Timothy Chalamet. Tarayummy. Tara and Timmy.
Well, you'll have to ask her about it. Like, I want to know more about her type. Because I feel like Landon and then Zach are very... I don't, you know.
Did she ever date Zach? No.
No, they just have like a
little flirting.
I did so much research. They have like their own flirt mans. Like that's their whole kind of like shtick on Dropouts.
And she's like a permanent host on Dropouts.
Yeah, she became permanent.
I wonder how that happened.
We gotta ask her. And like it's crazy when you see like the progression. Like once she started. Like, becoming a co-host, it just went even bigger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's why her, Jake, and Johnny should have one because they're like that magic trio. That I feel like whatever they do, their videos is like I know there's like Larry. I always say his name wrong. Larry.
Yeah.
I know he gets like 1 million views, so I know it trickles into other areas because he was at the party. She invited me to her party. It was very sweet.
Oh, wow.
She FaceTimed me, you know me with FaceTime. I'm like, no. But then she sent me a video because you can send. But I was asking her today. I literally was texting her. Oh my God, me and Tarayummy just texting. I was literally texting her. I was like, where's that video? Because it said like Tara sent you a video, and so I thought it was in my text messages, and it's like it wasn't. And she goes, oh, it's like on FaceTime. So I was gonna try and find the video. She goes, basically just said like, come to my party, but I know you're pregnant and blah blah. And I was just like, yeah, girl, I was sleeping, but she looked good and it looked fun, and I was so excited.
Everyone was there. My God.
I know. If I was a party person, that'd be the party to go to. But
Yeah.
I really don't think, even if I don't go to the Oscars, I don't think I'm going to go to any party, to be honest. I don't think any party would except we talked about Zac Efron having a party. If he had like an influencer event at his house, maybe I'd go. Maybe, but that's a big maybe. Is it really worth it? What am I going to do? I'm not single, so it's like.
We would have to do, it depends on what it was, but I feel like for journalism, we would have to go to one if it was like the It Girl party, you know what I mean? Like if it was everyone that we talk about in one place, we would have to go to cover it.
YouTubers? Influencers?
The influencers,
No,
yeah.
absolutely not. You would get pelted.
No, first of all, everyone like loves you.
No.
But we would have to go for research. Like we would have to
I'll
go for
send you.
research. Oh my God.
You go in this outfit because I like this outfit.
That's what I try to tell her, because every time I tell her about going to awards, where it's really about networking, even though you're not single anymore, but now it's professional.
Yeah.
Like that's how you get guests. That's how you get people.
Totally, literally,
you meet people, and they're high profile, but you're one-on-one.
Peacock wanted to send me to the Bad Bunny concert to be in their booth. Yeah, but we're actually,
Wow.
I can't go. But on the list, I don't know if I should say. Can I say? Maybe I shouldn't say.
Just without dates, I guess, or.
Well, there's only one Bad Bunny show in LA.
Give context clues.
Well, we can bleep her name. So they were giving like, because I don't know, that maybe like, I don't know, we shouldn't one out there. But they had a whole list of names that were going to be in this booth. Can't make it. I'm pregnant.
My queen.
I know. I thought of you right away. I love her. Yeah. You can go. I do love Bad Bunny, but anyways, shout out Peacock. They also sent me that huge box I got to open.
Yeah, we got to open it. Yeah.
Peacock's like, we want to send you merch. And they even said including Traitors merch. And I was like, wow.
Wow, the Cumming's merch.
We have to do we have to do one episode, a Traitor episode.
Like, in the cloaks. Well, when Holly comes on, we're wearing cloaks.
Or something. Oh, there you go.
It's supposedly a Taylor Swift thing, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks like the Traitors. I love it. Holly's coming on next week, and we got little cloaks coming. And we have a special guest, but we won't say who. But she wanted a dress theme. I love getting to know Holly and how nerdy she is because she's so relatable now. She's like, let's match, let's wear a theme. And I was like, I love
The dream, yeah.
Yeah, I just would never think that about her. Like, it's literally me, but I would never want to say that to someone. Like, let's wear this Taylor Swift inspired thing. I'm excited for it, though. I got a pink cloak coming, so. Traitors would be cute. We could do a Traitors episode. We should open that Traitors box. I want to see what's in it.
And I guess one of us will be the traitor, and there'll be two faithfuls.
Oh.
I don't think you can play with just 3.
You should invite Janelle and Poverty.
Yeah, absolutely. Janelle Party.
The two queens of
Please come
Traitors.
on. Holly, because Holly, I would love to go on. You know how they always seem to know each other? There's 2 people that know each other.
A little squad, yeah.
Me, Holly, and Tana. Brooke,
And Gigi. Yeah.
Just all of us. We'll be the Bravo girls. Because it seems like there's always 2 people that know each other really well.
Yeah.
Which is not always, though. So it's like, it's kind of unfair.
The John in this season, the political guy.
Didn't know anyone.
No.
There was also like a basketball player or some athlete that didn't know anybody. Like a boxer.
The boxer, yeah.
He didn't know anyone. Peppermint didn't seem to know anybody.
Oh, yeah, there was no one else from Drag Race.
So I was like, that's kind of weird. And then you have Trishelle and CT. I was showing him like clips from the real world from like literally 30 years ago. And I was like, they've known each other for so long. Mm-hmm. So it's like not really fair. Or Phaedra and Sheree said they knew each other from like 30 years. So you have to kind of know someone. But I would love any of those people to be on with me. I'm ready for it. God, I hope have they casted? Are they shooting? Everybody wants to be on it now.
I haven't heard anything though about
the cast
or anything. So there's still hope. Because the
fun.
original date to shoot was soon, right? It was like May. So they would have to have a cast by now. And nothing has come out. So
I'm missing all of my shoots. My White Lotus shoot, my Trader shoot.
But yeah, if you get Janelle Parvati together, And then I feel like they'll have the connections because they've been on the show, especially
Yeah.
Parvati. She's like, they all love her. You can tell because at the reunion, she sat right next to Andy, and Andy kept talking to her. So
We
that's how
haven't
you
seen
know
the
she's
reunion. We have to watch it. I forgot
you
that it
have
was
to
on.
watch it.
Okay. Well, I love Janelle because on Peacock's TikTok, she said Trisha Paytas.
Yeah,
And,
and
then
she's
Peacock
so
reached out.
Trish coded. She's so Trish coded.
I didn't know that. Like, I honestly would think because she's so like such an assertive like person. Like, I feel like those people like wouldn't like me because I'm not that person. I'm kind of like. Am I assertive? I don't know. But she's just someone that like I feel like is so opposite of me that wouldn't like me. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I guess I assume every female wouldn't like me. So when Janelle said it, I was like, wow. But then I feel so cool when they do. You know what I mean?
Janelle's so like girl power. She loves just like a blonde who's like sassy and fun.
Okay, I love that. She said I was funny, and I was like,
And she loves pink. Oh, I love
okay,
Janelle.
come on, Janelle. I haven't watched many Big Brothers, but like that specific season, I did watch for some reason. I watched like Janelle and Dan was on with her, right?
Oh yeah. They did
Yeah.
like an all stars kind of season.
Yeah, because I do remember that. And then Dan's like, he's never going to be on TV again. I was like, what happened? Did he get scarred that much from the show?
You'll see in the reunion. It was wild.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
They just attacked
Phaedra
him?
went after him.
In a cute way or in a...
She was serious about it.
Like,
Yeah.
To me, that's what I never understood. I kind of heard a little bit. We haven't watched the Union yet, but it's like, I don't know the full extent, so maybe I need to watch it before I speak about it. But it's also like at the end of the day, it's like kind of a game, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have to, especially that game. Like, I get it. Like, you know, people are mad that you accuse someone of being a traitor, but like that's literally the game. Like, you have to accuse people,
Yeah.
you know?
And she actually was a traitor.
Yeah.
That's the kicker. I get why Peppermint felt like attacked and like a little ganged up. I get it. But yeah, Phaedra, you were
'Cause,
actually a
'cause
traitor.
if you look at a game and it gets almost nasty, like I mean the fact that MJ got voted at the end,
Yeah.
that was pure greed of like, okay, let's share the money just between the two of us and not three people.
But do you think that that's what I was going to ask you? Do you, because I was asking Moses, do you think that I actually truly think Trisha thought CT could be a traitor? Or you thought it was like planned setup?
Maybe she thought he was a traitor, but no, they
I think she really thought he was a traitor
at
towards
that
the
point
end.
there was no reason for them to think there was more than one traitor at that point.
Yeah, I read interviews though. Spoiler alert, by the way, for anyone
Yeah.
who's traders. But I read interviews that they kind of edited out, but Sandra was already talking to Trishelle that maybe it could be that maybe CT was a traitor. So she started planting the seeds in Trishelle's head, and then when CT voted out Sandra, then Trishelle started like spiraling a little bit. So
It looked like that. Like on the show, it looked like that. CT looked shocked. Like it actually looked legit. Like I could also see how it looks like they're trying to like single like MJ out of there, but it looked legit.
Yeah, and I think it was too big of a risk because if MJ had just voted CT out, then it would have just been Trishelle and MJ.
Right.
It was too big of a
Right.
gamble.
That's
for
what I
it
said
to
too.
be.
I was like, it was 50-50 that she could have said CT and CT would have been gone. So I don't
Yeah.
think that was planned. I really do think.
So it seems like they just because they didn't have a good as a group they don't get a chance to talk between those two. So they already agreed they're going to vote one more time. Then they're stuck. They have to vote.
Yeah.
Right.
So at that point, if face to face, Trishelle and CT realize, wait, we're both faithful. And MJ
Yeah.
probably is faithful too, but we have to vote.
Yeah.
So they went with each other.
MJ, so
and voted
I'm sorry,
her
MJ
out.
might have been the worst game player of the whole thing, which by the way, I know I'd probably be the worst game player and I'd make it that far. And that's probably why she made it so far, because she's just like not a good, she was just horrible at the game, wrong every single turn, everything. And then even at the very, very end, she could have switched her vote to like, to Trisha, to CT. And she voted Trishelle again after Trishelle voted CT. I was like, girl, at least try to be on the same wavelength as them. That was so weird.
She was not a good competitor, but she was a good person, and that's why she was a faithful. And they
Yeah.
kept her all the way through because she was a genuine. So they believed her being a faithful, but she was not a good competitor.
horrible, the whole
Every
gameplay.
time she chose the wrong.
That was
option.
like, I literally feel like she's never saw the show in her life. She was just there like for it. She's like, whatever. And it's just so. And what's her name? Kate. Kate too was such a bad game player towards the end, where
Yeah.
she's like, I think we're all faithful. I was like, well, someone was murdered.
Yeah, and she said that too. That at the end she was just like, it's weird because she's so like bombastic that you would think that she would like be degaff and not care, but she said she actually felt bad because she never played as a traitor and she felt bad lying and knowing that all these people were like telling the truth, so that she just wanted to like bow out and like let them have their money.
I don't buy that
Well, I
because the
mean,
whole show she was ruthless.
yeah.
She was like, and I like
But
it.
she was a
Because
bad liar. I think the second she like all talk, but then the second she actually had to like lie, it was like, oh, like
That's
girl,
true.
there's no.
I'm a great liar. The only thing is my face sometimes gives things away. I giggle a lot. I smile. Which
but I
second?
think you'll do that so much in Truth and Lies, so they wouldn't know.
I know.
which
It is
one
hard.
which.
Sometimes I don't even know when I'm telling the truth or not. It's like, is this the truth? Is this not? I just love it. And then at the end, they all got to like hug on Alan Cumming, and he gave him a kiss. CT went like that. I was like, I can see it all happen.
I finally saw an Alan Cumming's movie on
did you
Saturday.
see?
I saw X2, X-Men
Oh
United.
God. I don't even know. Is that a superhero?
Yeah.
Was he in that? Was he a superhero?
Yeah, he's blue in it.
A blue?
He's all blue, yeah.
Oh, like Rebecca Romaine Stamos people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Was he like naked in the blue?
He has like a coat on, I think. Yeah. But,
Was he like a reptilian?
no. He has a long tail. But yeah.
I'll watch it. Did you see it? That sounds
Was it
better
cut
than.
or uncut?
Oh my God. The tail? Ew, babe.
Sorry. You guys are talking about it like you're talking about that conversation.
Well, he's probably un because he's European. And in my experience, all Europeans are kind of un.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. And if it's Alan Cumming, who cares? You could have a tail for real and I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Like, he's great. Did you love him in it?
Yeah, he's really good in it.
You need to watch at least one Alan Cumming movie a week so we can talk about it. But do the ones I like Romeo and Michelle, Josie and the Pussycats, Annie. You know, those are the good ones.
Orphan Annie?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah, him and Kristen Chenoweth and who's their Miss Hannigan? Kathy Bates. It's so good. And it's saying Easy Street. I was going to tweet about it the other day. It's so good. I showed Moses that I made him watch it. I'm like, look how good he is in this. He's so good. His musical, like if you watch Cabaret or any of those, like his musical stuff is really what? Oh, Burlesque with Christina Aguilera. Have you ever seen that movie? I think you would like it anyways. It's like Cher, Christina. Do you like those kind of like the girly pop star, Julianne Hough's in it?
In theory. I don't know if I
She
vibe
liked
with Christina like that.
musicals. I don't either, but I do like Burlesque.
I went to her house once. I interviewed for Christina Aguilera.
Did you interview with her?
Yeah, I went to her house and we sat on her balcony and I interviewed with
For what?
No, she interviewed me. It was for a job position. I worded that weird, but it was like to do her social media.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened? She didn't hire you?
It was supposed to be for a new album rollout, but then the album didn't happen.
Were you intimidated?
Surprisingly no, because I'm not like a
Fan.
Xena stan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously I knew she's big and like famous and stuff, but
Wow.
yeah.
That would be cool. I'd be starstruck by her. I mean, I'm not either. I'm not like a stan, but I definitely would be starstruck.
Yeah. I had like random interviews. I did something with Garth Brooks once. Yeah.
Was he nice?
He was really nice. We went on his little jet to Twitter HQ back when it was still Twitter.
No way. How'd you get
Me
that?
and Justine. Oh my god. Oh
Wow.
my god. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Me and Justine went to San Francisco to go to Twitter and Facebook with Garth Brooks. It was really nice.
What did you interviewed him?
No, we did he just joined Twitter for the first time.
Okay, cute.
It was like 2015 or something. So yeah, we flew to do his launch at Twitter.
I love it. He's a country music star ally. You know, so many country music stars like racist,
Yeah,
homophobic.
he was really nice.
Yeah, I love that. We love Garth Brooks. Blame it on my roots. I showed up in boots. You know the rest?
Ruin your black tie affair. Last one, no. Last one to show.
Oh, was the last one you thought you'd see there. But I saw the
That's all I
surprise.
know.
We gotta
That
get the
look
good
in
part.
your
Right,
eyes.
yeah.
Okay.
When I took his glass of champagne, I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. And I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. Oh, I got friends in low places. I used to sing that karaoke when I was like 10 all the time. The place we went to in Temecula, shout out Temecula, the Texas Lils, that we remember didn't have karaoke when we went, but it had the big chicken fingers. My dad would take me to karaoke like every Sunday night because they had kids karaoke night. I always would sing that song and I'd always get tips. I learned so many Garth Brooks songs, so that's all they had. And I was just like, okay, let's learn these songs. Anyways, shout out Garth Brooks. I would love to have him on the podcast.
Tell Jimmy to add the American flag again.
Oh, yeah.
In the background.
Did he put... I don't watch his edits. I see some, but I know people live for the edits. Shout out Jimmy.
Jimmy gets silly goofy.
I love
has
it.
fun with it.
It's not Mr. Beast, for anyone wondering. That's not our editor.
Did someone think it was Mr.
Yeah,
Beast?
because we say Jimmy for Mr. Beast, so...
Oh, I forget.
Right,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Not Jimmy Donaldson.
It's Jimmy. Well, we won't say his last name for privacy issues, but he's great.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Beast, I saw a headline and then I had to go find it because it sounded crazy. Mr. Beast urges a man to change his name to avoid getting sued. Do you want to guess what the man's name is?
Jimmy.
You're going to die.
I can get...
You know?
Is it maybe either Mr. Beast?
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Or it's Feastables related, chocolate related.
Oh, these nuts?
Yes.
No.
Nah. Wait.
What? You can't own these nuts.
First of all, some guy's named Deez Nuts. There's a guy with the name Deez Nuts, and he's like telling him to change it.
Deez Nuts Kroll.
That's his name.
Yeah.
That's his legal name.
Yeah, I guess so.
No way. There's no way someone named their kid.
I'll believe somebody changed, and as an adult, changed their name to Deez Nuts.
Yeah, not their birth name.
But there's no way that Jimmy can.
And I thought the Deez Nuts was over. I thought that wasn't his thing anymore.
I know. I'm confused by that. Honestly, we have to reach out for another statement.
To Jimmy?
God, so many statements needed. Yeah.
I think he should change it back to Deez Nuts. I like that. So what did he say? Was this recent?
I guess investigating the story further, it appears that he was kind of just trolling. But because this man named Deez Nuts, who I guess he had previously tried to sue Jimmy for copyright infringement.
That's
for the
so
chocolate
funny.
bar. Yeah. He got arrested. Deez Nuts got arrested, the person. And Jimmy quote tweeted, said he should change his name before he gets sued. So he threw a little shade back at
I see.
him.
But he's not actually. And what did he get arrested for?
Battery.
My God, what's battery? I don't know.
Fight.
Physical.
Yeah.
Why do they call it that?
Assault and battery. Because you're battering someone. Like, I guess.
That's confusing. It should be called something a little more direct.
Sounds like he's the real life Ricky Stanicky.
Did Ricky Stanicky beat people up? Did we even finish that movie? I kind of don't even remember the ending. Did we not finish it? No. Oh, I love this movie and I haven't even seen the ending. Did he even beat people up, did he? Or did he?
He had issues, but...
We gotta finish the movie and see how it ends. I love that movie. Gosh, it's so good. Did you see someone too? God, was it Joe Rogan had someone on?
Yeah.
What was it? What happened? Like, so basically he's like, the prison, the system served like he thought he was wrongly accused the first time he went to prison.
Right. He's trying to advocate for justice for people that have, like record,
Right. So, right. Oh, basically
people that
just
came out of the system.
getting like a second chance sort of thing, which is good. And Joe Rogan was like on his side, but then he just got arrested. He had like a decapitated head in his freezer or something like that.
I think they
I did
found
hear about this.
Torso of a body in his, like a dismembered body in his apartment.
He had different disguises leaving his apartment or something.
Oh my
like a blonde wig.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, isn't that wild?
Joe Rogan has some personalities on his.
Yeah, I want to go on his show. I was like, you have to do something to get on the show, like write a book or something. I'm like, well, I just want to go on just to exist.
Does, I mean, I just kind of read through the episodes, and a lot of them are podcasters, like either like people that have podcasts on specific niche subjects that he's interested on, or they wrote a book. I think when you write your book, you can go promote your book there.
You think that's not? I actually would rather have Elon Musk on than Joe Rogan.
Wait, you rather have Elon Musk here than you go on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
But you can do.
Aren't they kind of the same?
So tell Joe if he won't get you to give you Elon Musk.
No, babe. I think Elon Musk will come on the show, and then Joe Rogan will see it, and he'll be like, "Oh, do you want to come on and I'll interview you?"
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about space. I really think there should be more discussions with people who like aren't educated. You know what I mean? Because people always tell me, "Vote, vote, vote. Trish, you got to vote. You got to vote." And I'm like, okay, but I'm not educated in politics or the world at all. Like, I live in a bubble. So I'm like, do you really want a dummy voting? Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, but I told this to someone in the podcast, and they're like, oh, well, if you don't know who to vote, just vote liberal. I'm like, okay, but then that's not really like casting your vote,
They just want you to vote to who they want you to vote.
Voting is important. Go out and register to vote. Shout out RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. We got the power. We got the power. You can't take away my power. Just because we're equal, because I'm gay, don't mean I'm equal. Or not equal. Loved it. Honestly, Maya served on that one. The rhyming equal, kind of everything.
It's very, again, Trish cut it.
Totally. I loved it. And then even the little, the producer suggestion was like, you have to really sell it. Like, just because I'm gay doesn't mean I'm not equal. I was like, yes, I love it.
Very Trish cut it.
It was great.
For voting, it's like, even if you don't know about it, usually it's like, I kind of just look like, okay, what values do I like care about? And then you kind of see there's like little forums that'll tell you what do you care about, and then tell you how to vote based on what you.
But
care
they're
about,
all lying. I saw Joe Biden was against gay marriage, or I think it was like Obama. I think both of them were, and I was like, okay, but aren't they the liberal vote?
I don't know
exactly.
But space.
I don't know, but
I think the question is if you believe the system actually, if your vote actually goes to where it should go.
Rock the vote, vote or die, as Paris Hilton was.
Oh my God, that was so scary back in the day when I would say that. I was like, that's so aggressive. P. Diddy was at the forefront of vote or die, and look at where we're at with that. You know what I mean?
But I think that questions about space and like the ocean and stuff, I feel like that's kind of fair game and like inoffensive, really. Although the scientists get a little sensitive about it. But
I don't think the scientists are watching. If you're on TikTok, are you really a scientist? Like people are like, I'm actually a rocket scientist, and this offends me. I'm like, I don't think you're leaving a comment if you're a rocket scientist. You know what I mean? Because I just think people who are uneducated can like help the people who are educated, like reach those people more. You know what I mean? Like maybe he can convince me to put my money towards space or something, you know?
Sure, yeah.
So, anyways, I would love to.
Maybe we'll start with Hassan, and then we can work our way up.
Do you think he's smart as Elon? No.
I think Hassan is smart, though. Like I said, baby steps. Like we'll start with Hassan, and then...
I just like to go straight to the top.
So do I. Just
You're in charge of the bottoms on Patreon, though.
Well,
I love the bottoms. The bottom. There always has to be a bottom for a top.
Period, yeah.
Or I guess not.
That's science.
What?
That's what you just said. That's a lot
The
of
bottom's
science.
going to be on top?
Yeah, you can't have a bottom without a top.
That's in the musical called Something Rotten. He said this bottom's going to be on top. His name is Nick Bottom in the show, and then he said he's going to make it to the top and go above Shakespeare.
Shout out Nick Bottom.
Do you know?
No.
Oh, it's so good. God, you got to watch that.
Should have
Something
named
Rotten.
somebody Rock.
Huh? Rock Bottom? Mm-hmm. Rock Hudson. Rock is a good name, actually. Doesn't Nara Smith have a son named Rock? Rocky? Or Rumble Honey.
Rumble, yeah.
Shout out Nara Smith. I didn't
Rocky
want to...
is just Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you got Nara's dishes.
Plates.
Yeah.
$65 for that little dish.
Just the one, but it's cute.
I got 4 million views on TikTok.
Really?
Which is not even it's not even $65. I think that's like, that might be $65. It's really cheap.
There you go. Evens out.
Yeah, that's how I justify these things. I was like, well, I really want this little plate. It was really cute. I made like 3 TikToks with it that day, and I got 4 million views, so.
Did she comment? That'd be everything if she commented.
Oh, fake one commented and said, stop stealing my style. And it looked like her, but it didn't have the TikTok. I was like, oh my God, this looks so real. That's wild, that one. There was some Lucky Smith controversy that started falling down, like him dating some really young girl.
Oh, young?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't want to get into it because I don't know for sure, but it was something like, I don't know how young, I don't know whatever. It was a little controversial.
We're not really a deep dive podcast per se over here. No.
We are
We're like
very
a dip
shallow.
Our toe. Yeah. Dip our toes in.
Just call us.
Get a few things wrong probably.
Yeah, for sure. Get everything wrong. I just don't like when it's so, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like when it's just like so smart, so polished. Okay, we get it. And, like, have a little chaos.
I mean, I feel like we have to discuss a little bit the Kate Middleton stuff. Because again, I feel like somehow you found yourself at the epicenter of Kate Middleton.
Yes, it is weird. At first, I didn't care. I was kind of like, whatever. But then it's like when the news outlets started taking down her photos, and then she released a statement this morning and was like, "Oh, beginner editor, just doing a little photoshopping skills." Like, ha ha ha. I was like, "Girl, what?"
It's
like
actually weird now. Like I thought it was a little kiki. Oh, BBL. Ooh, bangs.
No.
And now I'm like, it's actually weird.
What do you think's happening?
I don't know. The photo. Okay, so on Sunday, which I guess was Mother's Day in the UK.
Shout out to the mothers.
Shout out to moms. All over the globe.
All over the globe. Yeah. Shout out to the mothers, too. The mothers.
The mothers.
I think RuPaul's on Call Her Daddy tomorrow. I'm like, wow.
Wow, that's kind of big.
Oh, God, I would love RuPaul on here. Okay, yeah. Mother's Day, UK.
It was sketchy from the jump because, like, on the Prince and Princess of Wales, like, social accounts, they posted a photo of Kate with the 3 kids, and the caption was, like, photography credit William. Girl, Prince William did not take this photo, first of all, because it's like kind of like professional.
Wait, did it say that? Was like a camera emoji?
Yeah. It gave credit to William for the photo. I was like, that is suspicious right away. Because if it's like a random straight man taking a photo, it's going to come out a little like wonky.
Never. That's so weird.
Especially
and also,
Prince William.
Yeah, you're also a royal family that always does like releases and stuff like that. Like, why would he not be in the photo with you?
Yeah. And trying to make it look like all casual and stuff. But it's like a high quality photo. It looks like it would be like a professional photo, and they always have photographers.
Of course, yeah.
So it was really weird. And then the thing that people noticed right away was that she didn't have a ring on in the photo.
Which, by the way, yeah, you'd always put one on for a photo. Every time I do a podcast, I never wear this ring ever. And then it's like a podcast. I'm like, I gotta go get the ring. You know what I mean? It's just like...
Especially when you're in the middle of like a million conspiracy theories thinking that something's going on with your marriage, you know? And then as like all these tweets started coming in of like zooming in on the different parts of the kids' clothes and stuff. And it was all just like obviously manipulated because like her hand wasn't like really touching Charlotte's sweater, and lines aren't adding up in the back. Very Khloe Kardashian vibes when like the face gets a little
curved
wonky.
Of the little cement thing.
But it's not even just curves. It's like things getting like erased and dodged out and then like stitched together weird.
Which is so weird because again, you can have like a really good Photoshopper work on your photo and make it look perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's all so messy. And all the kids' fingers are crossed.
Yeah,
which is also just like scary in general. It's just like why are they all crossed like that?
So it's weird. If there's like two different theories, like either it's like AI, which I don't know if it's AI. Like I think it's kind of like different photos edited together is what I thought, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Like get real photos and edit them together.
Yeah, and then I saw another like TikTok that went and found the kids like photos of them out and about wearing these outfits but in different colors. So people think it's like old, obviously like an old photo that they recolored to make it look newer, like as if it's a new outfit. And same with like Kate's like jacket. She has that jacket in a different color. So people think that like everything was recolored to make it look like it's a fresh photo when it's obviously old. I don't know. It's very bizarre. Do you think
she's alive? Like, is she...
She was photographed with William, but it was another like really blurry car photo.
So paparazzi has good cameras these days. They can get those zoom ins up. That's so weird.
It's very weird. And then the fact that I think what was really crazy was the AP actually like removed the photo, like it struck it down, and they like literally never do that
because it's out there. People are gonna have this photo. Like, why would you take it down? That makes it like it's like me deleting a tweet about RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like it looks more suspicious. Like, don't take it down.
Yeah. Well, the AP is like it's a huge news source where it's like any like you can subscribe. So like say for like ET whatever, like you can post like an AP article as your own whatever. So it's like this huge like conglomerate basically. But to like get it removed there means it's just like not factual at all. So
that's so scary.
Yeah, and they rarely ever like strike a photo, especially one that's like given to them from.
Did she say why it was taken down? Did she explain?
Yeah,
for the photo manipulation and stuff.
Yeah, the same. At closer inspection, it appears that the source has manipulated the image. No replacement photo will be sent.
Yeah, it was obviously Photoshop, but why?
Yeah. And then the statement that Kate issued today was just that she's just experimenting with photo editing, which is wild.
Really? Yeah, that's what she said. That's what I was saying at the beginning. She goes, I'm like, as a photographer, I just experiment with photo editing. I was like, girl, what?
But what kind of editing creates that? Because like I zoomed in. I did a lot of Photoshop in my youth, and I zoomed in, and you see layers of like dresses that are moved, and
yeah, it's weird.
So like, what were you photoshopping there? You're trying to make your kid look waist wider, and like the things don't add up.
Yeah, it's like purposefully being
messy.
The
only thing that maybe I remember with Britney Spears wedding photos, there were some things that didn't line up, just like here.
Yeah,
and they blame it on the HDR. So when you take a photo with HDR, it takes two photos and overlay them.
Maybe
it's possible that if he took the photo on a phone and HDR was on, maybe, but they would know that and say that.
Yeah, it's also like the royal family. I feel like they're just so calculated on what they put out there and stuff.
But I would say they had an out with that. They could have said that, but they didn't even say that.
She's just like, oopsie, that was my little Facetune accident.
And the AP, I believe it was the AP or it was like a news outlet in the UK, like asked the palace for like the metadata of the photo, because the metadata would reveal like when it was taken and like what device it was taken on, and they refused to give the metadata for the photo as well. I mean,
the royal family's covering so much up.
It's so weird.
I'm scared. I feel like they're gonna like kidnap me or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm part of this like conspiracy somehow.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
seriously, like I got tied into this, and they're actually scary with the control and stuff like that. I'm so nervous. Oh my God, it's scary. Like, why are they doing this?
Wild. It's very wild.
And especially because I did talk about Kate, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. you did pick if Elvis could be any royal
family
member reincarnated, it would be Kate.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's so wild because it's like I literally at first I started like as a key, like ooh, like
I love the key now. Why did they shorten that from Kiki? Vanita was the first one to tell me that. She goes, "Oh, it's a key." Really? I was like, "What's a key?" She's like, "You don't have gay friends, Kiki." And I was like, "Yeah, it's called a Kiki, not a key." Okay, but I like the key of it all.
He's cuter, yeah.
Where do you think she's at for real? You think she's sick?
I don't know. Well, I guess she was at, I forget what the house was called. One of the houses, they all have like kind of weird names, like one of the cottages or whatever. She was with Will today driving, but it's weird. So there's like a couple theories going down. One could be just like health reasons, like maybe it's more serious, but I think the big like prevailing one I see is like a divorce or something, and they're going through crazy ways to like cover it up
or distract from it or something.
Yeah. And then it could be like if they are getting a divorce and if William is about to become king, like that's very bad timing to have marital problems,
And what happens when you divorce? Is it like they can't remarry or something?
I think they can.
I thought it was like unless Princess Diana was dead, like Charles couldn't remarry.
Oh, and that could be true. I don't know enough about it.
Yikes.
That also reminds me, the other theory is like cheating stuff, because I guess William had cheating allegations before that they like buried.
Jeez.
So if it's like cheating stuff,
how does the prince cheat? I guess it's easier. I guess maybe when you're that.
Yeah.
But it's like this is why I'm saying the Matt Rife of it all. The girls come out and expose. How come those girls don't come out and expose?
I guess they're scared of the freaking royal family.
I mean, I wouldn't be scared of the royal family.
You just said you were scared of the royal family.
I mean, me as me. Well, this is why I get on the Traitors. I don't know what I'm talking about. Did I just say that? I have no idea. My mind is always thinking both sides. I'm like, how can I play both sides of this? Yeah, you're right. Be scared. Don't talk about it. That's true. That is so true. I was thinking about that. Like Donald Trump. Like who was the girl that accused him? She was like, porn star.
Stormy. Yeah, Stormy
you knew
Daniels.
that very fast.
I had a cat named Stormy.
How did you know that this porn star actress was named Stormy? You knew that way quick. Story. You're like, oh, Stormy, I know her.
How do you not remember that?
Well, I didn't know her name. I remember the thing, and you knew right away. Well, you Daniels, knew too.
Yeah,
quick,
it was a big story.
I always thought that too. I was like, isn't she scared? Like the Marilyn Monroe, JFK of it all, just like disappearing for talking about it. And I always thought that too. I was like, God, if I was like had an affair with like the president, I probably just wouldn't talk about it.
But if you're that public, you're more safe.
Yeah, the more
out
of a
you
public
are.
figure. Yeah, because then if something happens to you, then it's like Kate. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It's also very traitors. If you're very vocal, you're like, guys, if I die tonight, they're a traitor.
True.
And then the traitor's like, oh, we can't. That's not your shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. Kate's uncle is on Celebrity Big Brother right now.
Yeah.
And he's been spilling no tea though. They're like, oh, have you talked to Kate? He's like, well, I talked to her mom. I'm like, he doesn't know anything. He does not know Kate. He hasn't talked to Kate in probably decades.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Like if he's on the show, then he can't be that close or whatever.
Isn't that crazy though? Like your uncle gets to be on Celebrity Big Brother with Sharon Osbourne because he's your uncle.
Yeah, literally no other claim to fame.
I haven't talked to any uncles in like 20 years, and they
watch them end up on Big Brother on the Traitors.
I'd be so famous if that happened. Wow, if they're famous by association, that'd be everything. Yeah, well, I am scared of the royal family. Don't come for me. If I go missing,
it's the royal family,
which is crazy. That's why we can't travel. Is Scotland in England or is it close?
It's a separate island.
Oh, they don't like each other though, right? The Scottish people would protect me.
Scotland, England.
I think it was Adam McIntyre who didn't like the Queen or something.
Yes.
He's like, well, I'm Irish and we don't like the Queen.
Yeah, Ireland's definitely not for the royal family.
Why?
Because they were occupied by England and they fought.
Really?
For their freedom. Yeah.
Ooh, who fought for its freedom?
The Irish.
And they won.
Eventually.
I never remember that war ever in school.
The Irish War?
Yeah, do you remember that?
No. It's not like an Irish war. They were just occupied and they, fought and fought.
Well, there had to be a war. The fighing is a war.
That's what St. Patrick's Day is about.
But it's a different...
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Just kidding.
I was like, Because I heard of the British, the one with the tea, where they threw the tea in the water?
Boston Tea Party.
I heard of that. That was the Revolutionary War. Okay, I know that, British in America, but you never studied the Irish and British War.
That's true. Maybe if you're in the UK, you learn about the Irish and British War. I guess we'll need Adam to tell us about it.
Adam McIntyre was
Leave
watching
a comment, Adam, if you're watching. Let us know.
He was on it last time with the gay leprechaun. Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, I did a little accent.
He was in the chat.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Like, I don't sound like that.
I love it. The leprechaun came out. I like Adam. I think we're on good terms now. I think we're okay.
And there was another thing, not a correction, but leprechauns at the end of the rainbow, that's where you find the leprechaun.
Oh, I thought you find the
gold.
gold.
And then he has the gold.
Oh,
there.
he has the gold.
So the rainbow is not a queer thing. It's
it is a queer thing.
He wasn't a gay leprechaun. It's just they find leprechauns at the end of the
you mean that
rainbow.
leprechaun? Where'd that leprechaun go? Okay.
Oh.
You're saying he's not particularly gay. It's just he's holding the rainbow.
Like, that's actually part of the story of leprechauns.
God, I got it. That was a whole roundabout thing. We should have the rainbow Birkin set up for our St. Patrick's Day last week. June, gay pride.
Exactly.
Get ready. Birkins are going to be on display. That's going to be $1 million Birkin right there. It's kind of funny now, actually. Yo, when I was trying to sell that Birkin, I really need the money. I was really trying to sell that Birkin. Now I'm just like, whatever, I'll just keep it. It manifested my own pot of gold, keeping that rainbow. I was like, thank you. I got
that's beautiful.
A career back. Thank you.
Wow, that's a beautiful metaphor.
Everyone came for me for that, but I was like, wow. People are just so rude. Like, you know what? When people say that too, they're like, oh, like the cameos. Oh, they must be broke. People gotta make money. You know what I mean? That's why I have like a little empathy for the TikTok livers. I mean, a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, you know. It's already sad, right? Okay, right. If you think someone's broke, right? I'm like, let's talk about cameo. Let's put it in that perspective, right? You think someone's doing cameo and it's like sad. Like they don't make any money, and it's like, yes, they could get a real job, but it's like
no, but not cameo. Like cameo is
you provide good.
You need to have a certain amount of fame for somebody.
Okay, I'm talking about the TikTok live, but I'm trying to go back on the cameo where someone called us broke. I think those
two are different, though.
Well, someone said the one where they were like, oh my God, all these people are broke because they're doing cameo. So, well, I gotta make money first of all. But yeah, we are providing a service, but you know. Sometimes it's hard. If I have to sell a Birkin bag to get some coin, you know what I mean? Got to pay some taxes off. Got to sell a Birkin bag for that, but it's fine. We got it now, and it's worth more than ever. And I love it, actually. I love my Birkin. I'm going to wear it out. I'm going to wear it all the time. If I go on the Traitors, it's going to be right next to me.
Oh, yeah.
What if they let me have it on there? Probably not. Like a purse. I'm like, I need a purse to carry my...
That'll be your accessory. I mean, if Parvati got the headbands, Trishelle got the berets, and you have the
Do you think
Birkin.
they give them a dress memo?
I think that they probably get the theme of like Scottish core. I think.
You think they tell them though, like what to get? Because they all dress pretty nice for the show.
I think they probably have like.
I think like dapper, like you're in a castle, so dress appropriately.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't wear this or you couldn't wear that.
Probably. They probably have to have like something more.
Drab.
Yeah.
Why does Alan Cumming get to wear all the cool outfits? He always comes in like a blue peacock or something like that. He looks so good at the finale. Oh my God, he looks so
last
handsome.
One, the blue with the big crystal.
It looks like they made
I loved it. His little shot. I want to get that made.
Like Moses made it.
That was
I love it. Can you make me
cheap.
one?
Yes.
Oh my God. Can you make me one in pink and I'll wear it in my next... I'll wear a gray wig.
Just a big piece of fabric with huge crystals.
He looked so handsome, I thought.
I'll make it up.
It was like a Snuggie with like little...
Yeah, he looked cozy. I love that they ended the gate fireworks for them. I'm like, what is this, Disneyland? It's so anticlimactic, the ending. It was just like them standing in a circle and like, and it's over.
I'm falling on the coins.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. He like lifted her up into the... Yeah, then he went back and... It's really not that much money. It is a lot of money. Okay, first of all, I would love $100,000, but it's like, is it that much money to like leave your house for like a month, leave your kids behind to like maybe win $100,000?
And also all the physical stuff they're doing.
Oh my God.
Like if you break it down to each one of those, to jump into the cold water and swim and also drown, or the
propelling?
When they threw on them all those insects and stuff.
Oh, heck no.
So if you break down each one, you'll be like $10,000 for insects thrown on you. You'll say no.
No, thank you.
$10,000 to jump into the ocean and swim. And so at the end of the day, that's not worth it.
Or the propelling off the cliff. I was like, no, thank you. How are they doing that? It was inspiring to see like older women do that. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, I guess if they could do it. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. Like, I don't know if I could.
And you'll be in your fitness era by then too, so.
I'd have to be because they run a lot. I'd probably lose weight on the show because I probably wouldn't like the food. I'm such a picky eater. They're always eating soup. Ugh.
Maybe when you work out, you say like, I'm working out for the show, for the trainer. I'm going to be on the Traitor.
I mean, it's good news that Peacock reached out to me. I mean, just to send me merch, but.
It's a start.
It's something. Should we talk about the hot take of the week?
Yeah, what's
on hot take on the you sent it to me, the JoJo.
Oh, that I thought you meant your hot take. Yeah,
did I have one?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out.
I hope not. I tried to stay off of it. No, the JoJo, crazy. Like, I really question her.
Same. The Dance Moms reunion finally aired a clip, and then
it's not out yet.
I don't know if it's out yet. I just saw that one clip, which seemed to be like a teaser for the whole thing. I feel like we would have seen more clips if the whole thing was out.
I just like really, it's like either she's really just, I don't know, really traumatized. Like she really got like traumatized and she's like stuck at this age of like 6 or something like that. Like, or she's just like not smart. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like, why does she say such dumb things? Like, I'm not calling her dumb, but the stuff she says is like actually like so dumb. Like, it's like literally like, oh my gosh, like, how are you so insensitive? How are you so out of touch?
Yeah.
And it really just has to be, once again, proving that she was a victim of like severe trauma as a child, because she's like stinted as like a 12-year-old forever.
Because in the clip, she basically shades Maddie, Kenzie, and Nia, who were not at the Dance Moms reunion, saying that they're kind of hiding from their past and that they're not claiming it, and this is a part of who you are. Like,
this is what made you.
Here? Yeah. And like, it's just another very, very bad take. And now I'm kind of like running out of benefit of the doubts, you know, just because like,
exactly,
Maddie especially has just been like so vocal about like how Dance Moms affected her, like, and how her relationship with Abby like really traumatized her. Like, I never watched the show, and I know like how it affected Maddie. You know,
and Maddie was like the star pupil, so like if it affected her and like in that way, like what about the ones that didn't? And Nia got the brunt of it all the time, like just totally trashed every episode. And it's like, I don't know, I don't think she's talked about it publicly. I don't know, I haven't seen anything, but they constantly talked down to her, constantly berated her, constantly told her like how horrible she was. It's like crazy.
Mm-hmm. And also I saw like people commenting, well, especially JoJo came in late. Like, so imagine like the core, the girls who started it too.
Oh, right.
That's a whole other dynamic.
Right. You came in like just clinging, like I want to get some of this fame, you know what I mean? And I'm probably more her mom. I just have a hard time believing like a 6-year-old like got me on this like famous show and stuff like that. Like, it's one thing if you like performing, but I just feel like, again, the moms are the one that push. That's why I really am like, I don't know if I want to be like a stage mom. It's like, as much as I wanted to be a child actor, it's like, I don't think I could ever do that. Like, I don't know, just not too soon anyways, you know, maybe give them to be a teenager and see if they still really want to do it. But when they're that age and so little, and that's what I'm saying, like JoJo's so stinted to be like, how dare they not show up? They made you. It's like, they were like abused up for the whole world to see. And you're like, how dare you not talk to your abuser? They like, it's like so weird. It's such a weird, she's such a, is it victim shamer, I guess, or something like that? It's just so weird. Or like a abuser sympathizer or something. It's very, very odd. It's very like Beauty and the Beast, very like, you know, let's protect the person that like abused us. It's like so weird. Yeah, oh yeah. There it is. It's like so weird. And like, why even so, like, why even comment why people are there or not there? It's like, you don't know. And to like shame them. I'm like, that's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I don't know.
Why can't she just
not say something?
Yeah, just go live your best. You know, she's trying to be like G-Flip or something. Now just go live that life. You know, be as people. Even the heaven one, people were like coming for her for. It's like, what's the one phone call you go to heaven? It's like, just live that life. You know, just be that character.
Can you do that again?
You know, she's like, what's one phone call you'd have in heaven? And I'm not talking about. And I'm like, and I live for it. Like, be a wild out there, JoJo. Okay, like, you don't need to like. She's just someone to just not comment on like other people's, because it's just bad take after bad take after bad take. There's not one good take that's come out of her mouth where it's like, that makes sense, JoJo. Thank you for enlightening us. You've gone through so much. Like, thank you. And she does. She probably has such a good like something, but she's just like warped or brainwashed, or I don't know what it is. Maybe it's brainwashing. Maybe that's what it is, because she's just really just hell-bent on like, you need to respect Abby Lee Miller, who was just like obviously the worst person ever to be on TV. It's like so bizarre. And
it's like one thing to think that too, like, more power to you. Like, if that's what you think, whatever, that's her opinion. But then just to shame people who have just been so outspoken about their experience, it's crazy. Same thing with like the choline stuff though. Like, all these people are coming out saying like, sharing their experiences and how like it really is traumatizing to them and like negatively affected them. And then here comes JoJo invalidating everything. Yeah. It's like, why? No, she was great to me as a 13-year-old. We were best friends. Like, it's like, what? Like, what? Why? That was so weird. I just stop. It's so weird to me. I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, you should just know. Especially when she's so big. Like, she's literally like a corporation. Like, she's in Walmart. She's on So You Think You Can Dance. She's huge everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep on that track. I don't know. She's gonna be one to sabotage herself, because it's like,
I guess it's cute for now, but it's like just chill on talking about other people.
Yeah, and too, I think all her little scandals are very much like in the internet space. They haven't like bled over to like mainstream.
Right.
I guess because she is so mainstream. But at this rate, I'm
happen.
a little nervous. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, why? And that's what we kind of were talking about. I think on either the last Patreon or maybe it was this episode. It's just like when we talk about people like Colleen or James that get like canceled hard, and I was like, they have that little taste of being mainstream, and then they sabotage themselves. You know, they ruin it for themselves. And it's like she is mainstream. I think someone told me she wanted to be on Chicago. Who was telling me? Someone I knew. She said she was trying to be in Chicago, but I think she's too young for it. Someone was talking about it. But I'm like, if you have those aspirations, like, reel it in, get it together.
Just don't talk.
For real. That's what I'm saying. Like, go, who's elusive? Go the Barry Keoghan route, you know? Just kind of, just look there. And
Addison Rae.
Oh, Queen. She knows it. She's just like, let me just not say anything to anyone. And it's perfect. And we love her now for it. You know what I mean? I feel like when she was talking or the D'Amelias or something like that, it's just like, you know, you judge them so much more. And you have so much to judge. Like podcasts, like anything. It's like, even this. It's like one little clip of something we say is like there forever because you talk for 3 hours. You're like, oh God, I said something dumb. But we got nothing to lose. You know what? I guess you have a job, but but I have nothing to lose. No, but I think in general, it's just like, God, people just really, if I was on the up and up, if I had like my own TV show, even now, I like don't even have that. I'm still like, let me just try and be on the clear path. Let me just not be any sort of controversy because I don't want to be in it. I'll just report on it and judge it and talk about it. But it is wild, JoJo. Have you learned nothing?
Joni Joelle, or Joelle Joni. One of those girls.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
I want her on the podcast, but I want to go live when she comes on.
Yeah, we can't have any room for like editing.
Edits.
Yeah. God, can you imagine JoJo live? That'd be wild.
That would be wild because all those ones like the Howie Mandel stuff were pre-recorded and she still was like, let it out there. She didn't think like maybe edit that out. That's crazy. Or even like the canceled too. She just puts it all out
even
there.
this freaking Dance Mom thing. So it was filmed months ago, and then never thought like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't like include.
Yeah,
that.
Or just not say that's the. I don't know. All right, guys, we're nearing the end of the show. If you want to see the extended podcast, go to patreon.com/justtrish because I have a lot. Do you have a lot? I have a lot of hot topics. Do you have
a couple more?
I have Millie Bobby Brown also being only friends with boys. She has no girlfriend, she said. Did you see that one?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. At her bachelorette party, it was all boys. She said she was the only girl there.
Were they gay?
Nope. They're all her fiance's friends.
Oh.
And she's weird. Just like, yeah. So we have that hot topic. We have Matt Rife, who I'm going to actually say might be a victim in this situation, getting outed by a comedian for
sucking some D, allegedly.
Yes. Well,
2 Ds.
We can talk about that on Patreon. We get a little more explicit on there. Kind of felt bad for Matt Rife in that one. I mean, I still think he's a piece. That's kind of like, I think, again, it's like the Drake Bell. 2 things can be true. You can be a victim and, you know what I mean? It sounds a little weird. And the guy that kind of outed him was kind of like, that's kind of odd that you're naming his name, but okay. The Seth Rogen No Kids press tour and the Wizz Air Mystery Destination. Did you see that?
No.
Where you get on a plane and you don't know where you're going.
Oh, I hate that.
It was, did you see that? No. Oh, it's called Wizz Air, and when you go to the airport, you know where it says like Southwest, it has like the whole like little ticker where everyone's going, and it had like Wizz Air, and it was like just a question mark, like mystery, you don't know where you're going. So when they landed, everyone was taking the video, like, okay guys, you know where we landed? They were like in Istanbul, Turkey, and everyone's like, woo! And I was like, okay. But it's like they did multiple of those. You could just get on a plane and you don't know where you're going. I like it. I think that's kind of cool, where you're just like, see where we end up.
Or scary. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to take you to like, I don't know.
I guess if you...
Ireland during the war. I don't know. What were you going to say?
I was going to say if you knew the options and you knew they were all good, then that's better. But if you didn't know any options, then you could like, I don't know.
Be.
Somewhere you don't want to be.
Yeah. I kind of thought it was fun. I thought it was a little cute thing. Didn't YouTubers used to do that back in the day? They'd be like taking the first flight out wherever it goes. But it probably was fake, huh?
I was gonna
Did Joey do it?
No. Do you remember the travel tours they used to do? It was like the Kontiki travel tours.
What? No.
And they would just take all these influencers. I want to say they were on a bus, but maybe that was just to get to like the like excursions or whatever. I remember like Anthony Padilla went, Kalel went, Joey went. Oh my God. And like they would always take this big, it was like the original Tart trip, I think.
What?
Like, yeah.
I don't remember that. What's Kontiki?
It was just the name of the travel place. Yeah. Oh my God.
Then Joey went? Joey's at the forefront of
Domas.
all these scandals, too. He was in the mix with everybody with all these. I want to know about the British YouTubers.
You're right.
He's just there.
Yeah,
Luke Connard. The
I wish he would be
Minecrafters.
messy. I wish he'd be messy.
I know. I was like, I would love Joey on, but I need him to spill some tea.
He's so demure, but I need him to shake the table because he's one of those that like you said, he's in the mix with a lot of groups and he just listens, you know, so he knows a lot.
He'd be on the Traitors. He'd
be so good on the Traitors. Yeah,
that's kind of like his Escape the Night's kind of like the Traitors, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess he might be the OG Traitors. Maybe they took it from him. Actually, I don't know how long the Traitors have been on. I know there's like different versions of it and stuff like that, but. He was the original Alan Cummings of...
So true.
He was hosting Escape the Night.
Yeah. So true.
Do you remember his outro used to be, may the odds be ever in your favor? And I was like, oh, it's a good outro. And then I saw Hunger Games, like, oh, he just stole it. He's like, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Goodbye. And I was like, that's literally... And he did it every video. Do you not remember? You were his editor.
I want to say he does it still a little bit.
No,
here and there.
I'm
pretty sure he does it here and there still.
And I used to think, oh, that's really clever. And then I was like, wow, just stole it. Okay, I'm surprised they didn't sue him or something. I was like, super fan over there. The Seth Rogen, have you seen this all over? My whole TikTok is just him talking about how happy he is he has kids. I was talking about this in my little Taco Bell mukbang today. I'm all for it. I think that's good because I think society does put pressure on people to have kids. I like it, but it just gets to be a lot. It's just like basically makes me feel bad that I have kids. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, oh my God, you're making people feel bad. He's like, I get all my days to myself. I get to focus on my wife. I was like, oh my God. Then you start rethinking. You're like, oh my God, okay, well, now I have kids. What do I do? And he's just very, very adamant about it lately.
I think it's good representation because we have a lot of parent representation.
Right.
You know, like... And then you get a little FOMO, like, oh, I want a kid, but I'm not at the right place to have a kid. So I guess it's good to have someone else be like, no, enjoy your childless moments, either if it's temporary or forever, you know? Because I feel like the opposite is much more like
out there,
yeah.
That's a good point. I was thinking that too. I guess it's like you feel a lot of pressure to have kids, so.
Yeah.
But now my whole thing is like, I think all the comments, I would go read the comments, and then now I see is like, well, I'm so thankful I don't have kids. I get everything to myself. I get to spend every money on me. And I was like, oh my gosh. I get it. Like, I would say if you're on the fence about having kids, don't have kids because, like, it is a lot of work. But, anyways, Seth Rogen just, I like him. I think he's good.
You know, I am a reformed Hailey Bieber hater, I think, officially, because she got into a little bit of a scandal. Well, she's kind of been going through it. Last week, we talked about on Patreon the whole, like, Justin rumors that were started by her dad and her freaking pastor or whatever. And then this time, she is being accused of copying another blush makeup brand.
Oh
or
my God.
I know. I'm like, oh, girl.
All the makeup is the same. They all have lip butters. They all crack your lips. Yeah. Oh, was it a blush stick? Is that
stick,
what is who is she accused of copying?
Oh my God, why am I forgetting? I wrote it down.
Someone said every week we should highlight a new country. Because they loved our Ireland pitches.
Oh,
there wasn't a comment? Or you
said that.
Oh, you said to come up with that? That was your idea? That's the segment you wanted? Or a commenter said that?
No, I said that because people get so happy, you know.
Oh, I think someone said it.
When you mention their, especially when we talk about a little town somewhere.
But then we always pronounce the town's name, the town's wrong, and then they're like,
it's Glasgow. Everyone's like, they're saying Glasgow weird. I know because the ABBA song is like, all I do is see and sleep and sing when I saw you last night from Glasgow. That's how you say it, Glasgow. Everyone's like, they're saying Glasgow wrong. I'm like, someone's like, Glasgow or something. I don't know. Let's ask Adam McIntyre.
But then there were, because he said, well, they're so small, they don't even have a Target. And they were like, well, we don't have Target in our country at all. Like, they don't
Canada. They used to, though.
Oh, yeah, there's a difference between Saskatoon and Saskatchewan.
I did learn that, yeah.
If they make a Lucky Charms movie, Adam McIntyre.
You're
right, though. This always had a rainbow. You're right. That's so interesting. So it's not a gay leprechaun. They just have a rainbow. All right. Well, I still vote Adam McIntyre.
Yeah, the leprechaun can be gay. There's no rule that they can't be gay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was probably like subliminal back in the day when they couldn't be out yet. And they're like, let's put a rainbow too.
Signify.
It's like the Flintstones on the Fruity Pebbles.
Which one was gay?
They both are because they're both on it. It's just Barney and Fred.
Oh.
The women are not on there and they're called Fruity Pebbles.
Oh my God. So they're having like an intermarital
Brokeback style. Did you like the Brokeback joke in the Oscars last night?
I didn't even hear the Brokeback joke.
I think Jimmy Kimmel said, Ryan Gosling, you are so hot. You want to go to the mountains and not tell our wife?
Why did I not get that was a Brokeback joke? I thought he just wanted to do that.
I love I mean, yeah, I would. I love Brokeback Mountain, and I'm not just saying that because I'm like, I love gays. Like, I love Brokeback Mountain. I think that's such a good movie.
I've never seen it.
We cosplayed as them.
Oh, that's
you never seen it?
No.
I think it's so good. I think it's like even if you're not gay, like watch it. I think it's just such a. It's just like a sad, but it's good. It's like such a romantic movie too. I
don't like a drama though.
You don't like? Oh no.
I like it. No hard feelings.
I think
really
only
no hard
like
feelings.
action movies.
Huh?
It has to be like superheroes and girls.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I get for like. So far, every movie you asked him, he said, "Yeah, I've watched it."
I mean, Brokeback Mountain's maybe not necessarily a drama.
It's not superhero or girls.
There's definitely no
It's
girls. It's
usually the opposite of the movies you like.
But instead of no hard feelings, there's hard feelings. Oh, that's a good one too. Okay, wait, what is this? You have the lipstick, the blush.
Yeah, I had to look up the name. I dare I say was a Hailey Bieber hater.
Yeah,
like an active. Not,
you were active. You're like
Hailey
typing.
Bieber.
You're like Lee Justin, Selena Gomez loves him. You know, you want Selena.
I would like a tweet. I like a hate tweet here and there. But
no, you didn't. Did you?
I would like them, yeah, because she also was shady towards Taylor. So,
wait, why?
Because like with the Scooter Braun Justin situation, yeah. But I think when a girl gets hated on enough, I really start to turn around, and I'm like, you know what? We're all hating on this girl too much. Like, quit hating on her.
Is that why you like me?
No, I think
I'm just always hated on. You're like, okay, let's stop, everybody. There's always one. Actually, there's like three. There's three that came to my shows, and there's like three Ming horror fans that always were like, had my back no matter what happened. And they're like, stay strong. We love you. And I love that.
Yeah,
I still love them. Shout out Brian and Danielle and Catherine.
I feel like I'm similar to that because I feel like I just understood your perspective most of the time. There's only one perspective. We can save it for Patreon because it's kind of funny where I didn't get.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's a good conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to our Patreon to know why he didn't agree with me. And then I yell at him. You're fired.
But yeah, Hailey is launching her own, or she teased that she's launching her own like blush stick because she posted a photo dump and then she had a blush stick in her photo dump and it was clearly obvious that it was going to be a Road Skin product coming out. And then everyone started commenting that it was they thought it was a Nude Sticks collab because it was a black blush in a freaking tube or whatever.
I don't even know Nude Sticks.
Me either. That's why I had to look it up. But all the beauty girls were like, this looks like Nude Sticks. And then the Nude Sticks founder started commenting on, Trend Mood. Do you know Trend Mood?
I just saw something about it yesterday. They're like, remember when Trend Mood? Oh, remember when Trend Mood promoted John Cookian Cosmetics? Do you remember John Cookian?
No.
Okay, that's a whole other thing.
Oh.
He was like a drama channel that started like a cosmetic line and then disappeared.
Oh, I had no idea.
I think he was like Leprechaun too. I think he was Irish.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways.
But well, Trend Mood always like would post like on Instagram like the Manny, Shane, Jeffrey, like all their new products, whatever. But anyway, so Trend Mood posted Hailey's new blush stick, and even the founders of Nude Sticks were like leaving shitty comments about, it looks like Nude Sticks. It's not a Nude Sticks collab. And I'm just like,
all the packaging looks the same on every single makeup product in Sephora. They all look the same. Mario looks like Rare Beauty, looks like Run Beauty, looks like Road Beauty, looks like Kylie. They all look the exact same.
It's just not original anymore because it's just impossible to be when there's so many brands.
And everything's like a basic packaging now. There's nothing like
it's
cute.
Minimal,
right.
Yeah.
Too Faced used to be so crazy and wild, but everything's just so minimal now. It's like so boring, which I mean, I guess that's the thing, but everything looks the same.
Yeah, so they're like all black, all white, or clear or whatever.
Yeah, Fenty is white and black. Makeup by Mario is white and black. Rare Beauty's like clear.
And it was just like crazy because Hailey even had to like release a statement on her Instagram story saying that it's like a test packaging and not the official packaging or whatever because people were hating on her so much.
Oh, well, I guess that's good. But I also think Hailey just like, she cares too much about what like commenters say. Like I feel like you just need to just like keep it moving always.
Yeah, I guess she's kind of in the weeds. I feel like it's worse for her though because now she has like road skin, but before she was, even though she's a Nepo baby, she was basically like an influencer, Right. So it is a little bit harder for her because it's not like she has like music that'll speak for herself. Like Ariana. Ariana was like getting hated on, but she just released like an album.
Oh yeah,
piece,
Ariana's like talented. We're like, okay, we forgive everything that you've done. Yeah.
So with Hailey, it's like she is like an influencer, so you do have some people's words have more weight, I guess.
And she's kind of like lower tier Nepo baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's kind of like Stephen Baldwin. Does he have much pull? Maybe in church, but not in like Hollywood. You know what I mean? I feel like if you were like Alec Baldwin, maybe not Alec Baldwin anymore. Who's like a good example? Like Johnny Depp's daughter. Oh, she has like a little bit more, but she's so talented too. So I don't know. Maybe Hailey's talented.
Well, I feel like she's really in her bag right now with like the lifestyle, because that freaking smoothie even got a name drop in the Oscars.
Really?
Jimmy Kimmel name drop Hailey Bieber's strawberry smoothie.
She has like an ice cream. Did you try the ice cream out?
No, the soft serve. It does look good though.
I know. It is so expensive. I'm just like a little bit. Even for me, I'm just like, I just don't know. Even when I used to spend the money on the smoothies, I was like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm in my saving money era, like the Postmates of it all, the DoorDash. My DoorDash was, I posted on my Instagram. I'll see if I can still have it in my photos. $100 for the Cheesecake Factory for a meal that normally is $65. We got the exact same thing as when we eat out at Cheesecake Factory, because we eat out at Cheesecake Factory sometimes.
$150?
Right, but at the restaurant, it's normally like a $65 bill.
$100. Was it $150?
No, the order was $100. That's how much the order was. And then all the fees were $50. And I screenshotted it. $100 is our order. $150 was with every fee in there. There was like 7 fees. So wild. But then Postmates, we ate at Mastro's on Saturday night. It was less than that, $150. Then, even more crazy, we ate at a local Italian restaurant. And Mo was like, I think the prices went up. Like, we just get literally plain pasta. It's like fettuccine Alfredo is like $19 there. I went on Postmates as we were there. Same restaurant, $22 for the same dish. Yeah. So anyways, we're just in the saving money era. Good thing I like cheap food. I love just like pastas and just really cheap food. So anyways, save your money. The economy is going to it's 2024 and I know nothing about the elections, but I know whenever political stuff happens, everything goes to just save that money.
And I guess don't buy the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah, which is crazy. And when like we weren't making any money, I was going to get these smoothies for $18 and I was like, why is our money gone every month? Because I was buying $18 smoothies when we had no money coming in. So now I stopped buying stupid stuff. I used to go to Target and spend $500 like it was nothing. I haven't gone to Target in like 3 months because I was like, I'm just going to spend money. And miraculously we have money in our account. And I was like, wow, what a concept. Stop spending. I was like, that's actually crazy. And it worked. My spending habits have stopped. So I got to apply that to my eating where I'm just like, you know what? You don't need to eat when you're not hungry.
Yeah.
I think I'm grasping that. It's a mental thing you got to get through.
Yeah.
You know? But sometimes it's just fun.
Sometimes you need a little treat.
Oh, yeah. I had those Barbie cupcakes you got me last night. I had this fish in my throat, but I ate the cupcakes and it kind of went away a little bit. Yeah, it was like a fish smell.
Because the Barbie, it's a
pink velvet.
Pink velvet.
Because it's Barbie's birthday or something. March, it's like her 65th. And we have the 96 Oscars. That means 100 Oscars coming soon. I think I'm going to get my Oscar of the year the 100 Oscars come around. 4 more years. Yeah.
I can see it. But what... Lead actress or supporting or song?
Best screenplay.
Oh.
I want to do a Lucky Charms. I want to make it horror. I want to cast Adam McIntyre.
It's kind of like the Lucky Chucky.
Yeah. But you're like a gossip channel. That's gay. Was that Irish or British?
I'm a little British.
Yeah. You're like a little evil leprechaun, but then the leprechaun turns good.
There you go.
Is that Irish? Good. Okay. When he goes to the Scottish castle and play Traitors. I should do a leprechaun tavern. Anyways, okay, that's a whole other thing. I need to do that. People said the leprechauns belong in the tavern. Okay. We'll keep it there. Let's bring it up. Anyways, I don't know. I honestly, when I skip accents, it's honestly because I don't know where the accent's going. So, but I would love to do a best original screenplay. I used to write screenplays when I was 15 years old. Not in the right format. I would just literally be like character name, whatever. There's like a whole format to it. I still have no idea how you do it. But I would love to do it. Do you live close to Silver Lake?
No.
Far?
Yeah.
Where is Silver Lake?
So let's say if you're in Hollywood and you drive down Sunset towards downtown, it's like halfway.
Oh my God, that's far, isn't it?
It's far.
Quentin Tarantino opened a coffee shop up in Silver Lake, and I want to go so bad.
Oh, is it near his theater? Because his theater is right before that. Yeah.
I love how you know all this. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's connected, and it's a Pam Grier coffee shop, and it has like all the stuff that he has in his movies, and I want to go so bad. All right, any shout outs we want to do? Shout out to Emily.
Shout out Emily. Shout out Hassan. Shout out Ted.
Shout out Adam McIntyre.
Shout out Adam McIntyre.
We know you're in the live chat to the very end. Shout out Just Trish Water.
Shout out Water.
Shout out patreon.com/JustTrish. Yeah. Shout out to Not Identifying. Shout out to No Labels.
Exactly.
Shout out to RuPaul for keeping everyone during election week. Shout out You Can't Take Away Our Power. And just because we're gay doesn't mean we're not equal.
Period.
And shout out to SeatGeek and Home Chef for real for sponsoring. I'm shook. We got SeatGeek back. You guys are making it happen. Home Chef, stick around, please, because we actually do love your meals. Moses be cooking me that pasta. I did take out the broccoli in the last pasta, but it was still delicious. So we love you guys. Check out Oscar, Moses. Check out everybody. And we'll see you in the next episode. Stay around for Patreon. We're talking about Millie Bobby Brown. We're talking about Matt Rife, why we feel sorry for him, and Oscar saying what he doesn't agree with me on. We'll see that and more in the next Patreon. Bye.